Alrighty, hello everybody. How is everybody doing today? Who do we have in chat? Hello Amalgamated, hello Mr. Gamer, hello Text Collector, and hello Zatla. How is everybody doing? Mr. Sandy the Great, what's your bad takes on Batman? You first. See, the thing is I don't even know enough about Batman for me to really, have any particular takes. Honestly, I just don't have anything. There's an Indiana Jones controversy, surprisingly enough, because apparently, recently, an Indiana Jones video game came out. And that's what kind of sparked the controversy, if you will. I have a couple of little things I'm going to be covering here regarding this goofy-ass controversy. Controversy in huge quotation marks, I should really say. It's mainly just a group of fuckwits who are, well, just really upset at the fact that, Indiana Jones was, like, apparently, you know, BJ Blazkowicz, but for, you know, the movie scene, if you will. If you know, then you know. But let's quickly switch scenes. 3, 2, 1. And it worked, mostly. Obviously, I have to see if chat will function, which it probably won't, given the fact that the past 2 streams, I've had to fiddle around with it for 5 minutes. Oh my god, it worked first try this time. You know what, at this point, why should I even fucking say anything? Oh, that's the wrong thing to stream. Anyways, I'm going to... Wait, was it in here, or was it in... video suggestions? I can't quite remember where it was put. Oh yeah, it was put here. So let's first cover some weird, the weird Twitter side of the controversy, because there's a few little interesting things here in particular that I was made aware of this morning. And the thing is that Game Penguin actually told me to take a look at a certain individual's videos that we haven't seen in quite some time, shall we say. But let's quickly go to this one. So it all starts with Kotaku, which, mind you, okay, we get it. Kotaku, easy fucking punching bag at this goddamn point. Like, they're pretty much the gaming... Wow, I cannot speak right now. They are pretty much the games journalist. But they ended up making this tweet right here, where they basically stated, how to punch fascists even better in the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Which, I mean, let's be honest here, okay? For those of you who haven't actually seen the glory that is the Indiana Jones movies, at least, like, most of the ones up to, I'd say, probably, like, the Crystal Skull. The Crystal Skull is the Crystal Skull. It's kind of like, it's not good, but it's not great either, but if you haven't seen any of the Indiana Jones movies up to the Crystal Skull, what you basically need to know about Indiana Jones is that he has been fighting Nazis since movie 1. Like, I shit you not, okay? And this is something that I learned, like, years later, thanks to another channel that I regularly watch called Mini Minuteman, who basically kind of explained, like, who the main bad guys in the first Indiana Jones movie, at the very least, were. And the main antagonists of the first Indiana Jones movie, you know, Raiders of the Lost Ark, was quite literally an actual part of the Nazi regime called the Ahnenerbe. Right? Like, Indiana Jones has been the Nazi puncher for the silver screen. For those of you who quite literally do not know, he was fighting Nazis since movie 1, and he's been, you know, that kind of an archaeologist since movie 1. But the thing is that people obviously didn't take too kindly to this one. So, of course, we have a couple of, like, we have whatever this is, which just fixed it for you, which I don't even get the joke here. Was it supposed to be generic, like, 2016 blue-haired feminist joke? Wow, that's so fucking original. I swear to God, these guys have, like, 2 jokes, and they both revolve around just bringing shit up from 2016. As if it's even still relevant at all. And I guess this one is also fair reply. This one is probably one of the only, I guess you could call it somewhat fair replies, because Kotaku kind of fucking sucks. But the fact that they're getting mad at the fact that Kotaku points out, hey, by the way, you punch Nazis in this game. Then next we have this, which is this guy saying Trump is still your president, which, I mean, I don't know what that has any relevance to the actual tweet itself. Like, there could be a few things to interpret there, but, like, do I really need to? Do I really want to? No, I don't. That's the thing. And then, of course, we have, like, two different tweets that are basically the exact same thing here. I won't be surprised if Hypnotic basically just stole the exact same... basically just stole this joke from this guy, let's be honest here. And let's be honest here, we already know how much of a clown Hypnotic is if you haven't seen the Terraria schism that happened a few months back. Like, he was the one that was covering that and getting basically damn near everything about Terraria wrong because he never actually bothered to play the game and doesn't know the fact that Terraria has been woke since day one, if you will. And I don't even know what the cope is here with that particular tweet. Like, it's literally just them announcing a fucking, article talking about, like, how you can punch Nazis in the new Indiana Jones game. Like, I don't get the joke. What's with the drama slop title? I don't know, I couldn't think of anything better. I thought it would be funny. And we get into this one where he says, where we have this guy that says, I'm actually currently playing this game, but instead of, wow, you couldn't even spell focusing correctly, on the brilliant fun gameplay and puzzles, etc., instead of focusing on the game itself, it is self, I guess, you've chosen to focus on beating a fascist. Seriously, sort yourselves out. Again, this is like getting mad at someone pointing out that the main antagonist of Wolfenstein is also the Nazis. The game takes place between the first and third movie? Makes sense. Makes sense. Again, it's been a while since I've actually seen the Indiana Jones movies. I'll probably take a look at some of them if I can find any of them for free on certain websites. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I do distinctly remember Indiana Jones beating the shit out of Nazis since movie 1. And this guy says, yeah, I was planning on purchasing this game, then you guys opened your mouth. What? The fact that they pointed out, again, that the main antagonists are literally Nazis. Is that, like, was that your turnoff? Or was it the fact that Kotaku decided to talk about it? I'm really not sure which one it is. If I were to be charitable to you, it would probably just be, well, he didn't decide to purchase it because Kotaku decided to make an article about it. If I were to be very uncharitable, I would just simply flat out state, wow, this guy apparently is not very glad that your main target here is literally, Nazis, and you have to beat them up to keep them from literally getting a hold of a sacred fucking artifact. Game was made by Machine Games, devs of the Wolfenstein series. Oh, so that's why it kind of looks like Wolfenstein. Makes sense, makes sense. Then, of course, we have this guy with probably the most fitting name, Triggered Boomer. God damn, you can't. The joke just writes itself there. If only we could punch the modern day fascists like the Democrat Party who tried to kick out an... Okay, I'm not even gonna touch this with a 10-foot pole, let's be honest. I'm not even gonna touch that with a 10-foot fucking pole. I am not touching that with a 10-foot pole, let's be honest here. And there's a good reason why. Then we have, hey Kotaku, you're going to live under a fascist. I just said that I wasn't gonna touch it with a 10-foot pole. At least this guy's just straight honest. At least this guy's just straight fucking honest that we're screwed. But this guy seems to be happy about it. I don't know why. I don't know why someone would want to be happy about something like that, but whatever. Let's see here. Fascist. I know that's the term de jour. Wow, fucking pompous asshole here. But is that what they really are in the game? In the movies, it was always Nazis that Indy fought. In that case, it's basically it's basically tomato at that fucking point. I think this guy is probably not trying to meme on Kotaku, but, like, is just pointing out the fact that, like, one of the parody sites, Hard Drive, made an entire, article about, like, the Indiana Jones. Let me see here. Indiana Jones game sparks outrage for depiction of violence against Nazis. And this guy's literally just pointing out, wow, people are actually upset that the game about punching Nazis is a game about punching Nazis. Hello there, Canuck. You had a bad take on Stray? Alright, I'll take a look at it. But oddly enough, one of the only sensible, I guess, responses to this one is just this guy saying that the game is, quote, dead because it only has, like, 8,000 players. Which, I mean, like, I feel like I need to mention a few things about this, right? First of all, not only is this a game based off of, at this point, like, a niche fucking, like, movie that hasn't even seen the silver screen since I was probably in fucking middle school, right? Like, if I remember correctly, the last Indiana Jones movie was literally The Crystal Skull. That was the last Indiana Jones movie, and it hasn't seen the silver screen since. It probably hasn't even been properly relevant since The Crystal Skull, let's be honest here. So, and let's put it this way, this is a game that kind of, at least to me, just kind of came the fuck out of nowhere. Like, not every single fucking game is, like, designed and expected to be, like, a fucking smash hit. Again, it's an Indiana Jones game. And the fact that people are getting upset that an Indiana Jones game, you know, a game surrounding a character whose literal first movie is about punching the Nazis and keeping the Nazis' hands off of the fucking literal Ark of the Covenant. The fact that people are actually getting upset over that goes to show just how little people actually know about what it is that they're bitching about. It hasn't even been 24 hours after its release? Shit. Or are you talking about the, Stray take? Ah, that one. Stray falls into the usual... Yeah, that's a dumb one. That's a dumb one, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I want to revisit Stray at some point. It was a good game. Seems like I got another thing that I'm probably going to be covering in this, stream. Yeah, the Indiana Jones game hasn't even existed for that long, either. So, yeah, especially with the fact that it's not even, like... Jesus Christ. Honestly, the only problem that I see with it is that it's $70 fucking dollars. Shit. $70. Most popular... Well, I mean, that's to be expected. In fact, I remember playing the fuck out of the LEGO Indiana Jones games, if I'm gonna be completely honest. But there's a certain, individual who we haven't seen on this channel in quite some time. And that's kind of for good reason. It's purely because, well, he's... I mean, let's be honest here. It's already been exposed time and time again that he doesn't actually believe in whatever the hell it is that he's trying to scream about. And that is, of course, our good friend Andy Pants Grifting. I mean, Andy Pants Gaming. Wow, I guess he gives a TLDR for those who apparently didn't feel like watching this piece of garbage. But he says, the main things that are woke in this game is, they mention a lesbian relationship at some point. Indiana Jones' personality is nerfed. I really wonder how he even manages to substantiate that one. She has a short haircut. I don't know who she is in this context, but whatever. Can be a bit of a girl boss. Again, who in the fuck are you talking about? They don't sexualize Gina. Again, just making it very obvious that, for some reason, your only point of playing games is to goon, which is just fucking weird, dude. And then cultural appropriation is mentioned at some point. Again, Indiana Jones is a fucking archaeologist! Do you not know anything about what it is that you're talking about? But of course we have Captain Cuckchair himself, apparently having made a video, 20 hours ago, Jesus Christ. And, we're gonna see what his review of this game apparently is.
In the Great Circle video from a few days ago, I predicted it would be woke, and I had good reasons for this. The developer, Machine Games, has gone down a...
Mother...
Hi.
Never do that again.
I had to get away with it. I could get away with it.
Again.
Anyways, funny time for you to drop by because we are now taking a look at Andy Pants grifting over here.
Yeah, this guy.
Talking about-
I saw it on stream.
Yeah, we're talking about this particular video at the very least. I'm not going to go over the other one because apparently that one's just a prediction video. This one is apparently his actual review.
Well, hold on. No. That first one that I sent was actually more important.
Really?
It's
oh, come on. It's
I guess I just don't talk about the topic that I suggested.
Can you please let Game Penguin fucking speak?
Get out of here. Just, get out.
Okay, so the reason why the other video is not necessarily more important, but adds more context, is that that video was made like 3 days ago. And he said in like an update that the game itself was like woke and stuff, but the thing is that if you look at the dates, this was released on like the day that the reviews and stuff started to drop, that it was actually not that, which was really funny because he had all this time to make it and then just decided to make it like 3 days ago without any prompting.
Bruh.
Trying to do it. So that's really the whole reason why that video exists and why I wanted to talk about that other one. But at the same time, like, this video kind of is him apologizing, quote unquote, apparently. But I just wanted to say that it's like the first video was really funny, that he just said, oh yeah, this game is probably woke, and then 3 days later releases this video, which is just the most amazing.
Alright, let's at least take a look at the first one. We'll see this one.
What's up, boys? So there is a 5-second moment from the gameplay reveal of Indiana Jones from about 10 months ago, and this tells us exactly what the game is. Let's watch it.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience.
That's it. That's literally all the thing the video is going to probably be about. It's literally a 5-second thing of it's for modern audiences.
Bruh!
Which, if I'm being honest, in this context, before we had like a lot of the information, because here's the thing, there is a thing in marketing of when you do repeat a phrase a number of times, that phrase can get tainted, which is why the phrase "it just works" will always be ruined for me because of Todd Howard.
Well, I mean, that's the main reason why it's a fucking meme at this point. But, like, I can understand being kind of, off-put by, like, the whole modern audience thing, because even I can kind of sometimes hear that and kind of go, like, well, that's gonna be quite the mixed bag depending on how you actually handle that modern audience.
Yeah, but just again, as a note, if you look at the date of when this video was released, I believe it was the day that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was also released, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay, I'm sorry. What the fuck is this description? Full of girl boss nonsense and creative loser Satanists!
Oh yeah! That's I think it's in a pinned comment too that he had an update to it, which is where the update of, yeah, there it is. This video was made before the game came out, so obviously I hadn't played it yet. And then he plays it, and then 3 days later is like, So I was like,
Yeah.
I might give woke Microsoft 5.
This is just so silly. Game release really was the 9th. Wow, literally fucking yesterday. That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, dude, it's completely cooked. if this guy is working on it,
have the opportunity.
if this guy is working on it and with his little gay homo shirt, and he's saying that he has the opportunity to reinterpret or reinvent Indiana Jones for a modern audience.
For all we know, this is literally just a spokesperson and not someone that's actually working on the game. You are literally just making fucking random assumptions at this point just to try and claim a game is going to fail.
So hold on. I can actually look this up. Give me a second here. So.
Oops.
What is his name?
We're
Fuck, we don't even get to goddamn see it properly.
That's my problem.
We have the opportunity to tell a new.
Edward Curtis Sieves.
Okay. I mean, yeah. If its name is Edward.
Senior narrative designer.
So he does have. So this person
does have
seem
at
to
least a
have
hand in
right.
possibly, you know, some of the narrative. But again, I kind of find it funny that he made a fucking edit like the day after this fucking video came out, going like,
By the way,
well, maybe it's actually not that bad.
Why is his name red on your screen, by the way?
Oh, I didn't actually do that one. I guess enough people just labeled him as a fucking moron that now his name is labeled red. That's funny.
Oh. Weird.
Well, wait, why what's the label red do? Is that like a thing that...
It's just an extension that I have Shinigami eyes. It
What does it
basically
do?
labels the decent people from the people who are just hateful for the sake of it.
Oh, interesting.
And of course, you know, since Andy Pants has basically branded himself as the supreme racist, Heil Hitler man over here.
No. I don't think that's Andy Pants. I believe that's more Synthetic Man.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I forget. Andy Pants is more Synthetic Man, but if Synthetic Man actually knew how to keep his mouth shut.
Well, yeah, just Diet Synthetic Man. So he's...
I mean, to be fair, he is kind of becoming Synthetic Man, because, again, remember, it was like, what, a couple weeks ago that apparently one of his videos ended up getting nuked off of YouTube for apparently promoting hate speech, so...
Oh, yeah. But no, I was more thinking, like, who is the second in command after the main German soldier? What was his name? Like, he's that.
Himmler.
No. What,
yeah, I think it's Himmler.
Really?
I can't remember. I'd have to look that
Yeah,
up.
I don't know.
myself.
He reminds me of that. It's like he's not as bad as Synthetic Man, but he's definitely taken a silver medal there.
Dude,
Yeah.
Synthetic Man's just sad,
Especially in terms of long jumping with this video. Ayo.
for a modern audience. We're done, dude. We're absolutely done here. So
Also, what is his microphone quality in this video? I remember his microphone quality not sounding this warbly before.
It also sounds like he's on like all of the depressants.
Guys,
Yeah, why does he sound like he's on fucking Xanax? Like, what is this? Is he actually like? Wait, hang on. Is he actually embracing like the traditional anti-woke mindset of just getting absolutely fucking slammed before recording a video? Like, he sounds drunk.
Well, the thing is that I've heard people who get high. I know people who get high. I know Fratanga gets a lot of high, but like, I don't think he's. It just sounds like he's depressed, and I don't know why.
Like, he honestly almost sounds like he's just straight up fucking drunk. Maybe he is.
Yeah.
Maybe he
Also,
is
doesn't
embracing
he have
the
a
drunk.
wife and kids.
He
Is that-
supposedly has children and a wife, who both of which I feel bad for.
Yeah, I do as well.
Like, can you imagine, like, living with someone like this? Where, like, his shining accomplishment is quite literally getting bodied by one of the most centrist fucking, like, you know, video game people on the internet, and not being able to handle that, and still deciding to continue on this grift, even though it is netting him less and less views by the day. Like, 54,000 views. I want to kind of compare that to when he was in his heyday at this point. Like, we have 48,000 views. We have whatever the fuck any of this is. 20,000, 86,000, 106,000. Let's kind of go back a little bit here. As we can see here, he's getting somewhat more views here with 485,000 views. But I remember in his, like, heyday, 410,000 views on that one. Millions of views on this one. Like, in his heyday, he was getting, like, hundreds of thousands and millions of
What
views,
makes
and now it's
something
not
woke?
working anymore.
That is,
Yeah, then
that
there's
is
the Who
weird.
Killed Masculinity in Video Games right there.
Yeah.
He's got 2.7.
Rage 2, what went wrong? I feel like in his opinion, Rage 2 is probably bad because of it being gay for some reason. But like, if I were to just make a quick notion on Rage versus Rage 2, Rage 1 was a very solid tech demo. Unfortunately, it was really good. Let
You cut off
me
there.
be clear here. It's a very good game. Too short. Like the game. Okay, well, the game, the Rage 1 was a very short, good game that had a lot of very good ideas, just didn't capitalize on them. Like, I wanted more from that universe. And then Rage 2 comes along and it does too much with the formula, in my opinion. Like it does too much with it. It becomes a little grating at times, and the story wasn't there. The only reason why I liked Rage 1 because of the story and the characters and just like how things kind of went. But like other than that, pain. Rage 2 could have been so much better.
But yeah, I'm just like, I'm seeing like a lot of his videos, like in his heyday, they're getting like they're like getting almost 500,000 millions of views, and now take a look at his numbers nowadays. They're basically gradually dropping off. They're still pretty decent. Don't get me wrong. He's still getting like, you know, every once in a while he manages to get a video that's at least like, you know, at least 100,000 views. But like, his most recent videos over like the past month have not even been reaching 100,000 anymore.
Not really. Anyway, back to this. Let's get through more of this because I want to at least get halfway through this.
What I want to remind y'all of is that I grew up with Indiana Jones, and
what? Hold on. What is this cropping?
Also, I feel like I should just mention. I feel like. Let me just put it this way. I highly doubt that he actually grew up with Indiana Jones. My brother in Christ, I grew up with Indiana Jones. I grew up playing the Lego Indiana Jones games. Those games slapped fucking hard on the PlayStation 3, and you cannot deny it, okay? That shit was awesome. I watched every last one of the Indiana Jones movies, yes, including Crystal Skull. I am the one that grew up with this shit. Motherfucker, when I was growing up with it, you were probably in at least, like, maybe fucking high school, since you're apparently a millennial. You claim yourself as a millennial. You are at the very least in high school. You did not grow up with this shit, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
the dude is a Chad. The dude is what modern people would call a chauvinist, but he's awesome. And I want to show y'all a clip from The Last Crusade that reminds us of what we've lost here.
Who the hell uses that
is the real Indy.
Again, I should probably remind everyone that's watching also, hello there, Kyle. I feel like I should just mention right now. Again, this video was uploaded before the game even fucking came out, and he's literally just basing this off of just like what one person said.
Yeah, and the thing is that like it was again, when was this video released? I think this video was released
5 days ago.
Well, no, look at the dates.
Yeah, December 5th.
When was it was made? Yeah.
The Indiana Jones game released yesterday.
Oh, it did. Okay, interesting. Anyway, yeah, but he was the thing was that the reason why he did that was because he was very late to the party, and like he had a lot more time to make this sort of video, but just didn't, which is why a lot of people were really like making fun of him more.
So he had a whole bunch of time, and all he could deliver was an 11-minute long drunken rant.
Because I think that that specific Indiana Jones thing was during. Was it during the Starfield reveal? All the way back several months ago? I don't know.
I don't remember, man. But I just find it funny that he decided to go all the way back to that. Just so that way he could go on an 11-minute long drunken rant about it. It's honestly, it honestly just kind of shows the absolute level that, like, people like this will go to just to get a few extra cheap views. Like, again, I feel like I should mention, his grift is not nearly as effective anymore. Again, he used to get, like...
What is this?
Yeah, let's see this. Let's see what this clip is.
This will always be the real Indiana Jones, and watch how he interacts with this woman.
You didn't trust me.
I didn't know you. At least I let you tag along.
Oh, yes. Give them a flower and they'll follow you anywhere.
Knock it off. You're not mad.
No?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I already need to pause a few minutes here. What the fuck?
Okay, so here's the thing. This is lacking context, which is stupid. So this is from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which is the second movie, I believe, because it goes Raiders of the Lost Ark, Last Crusade, and then was it Crystal Skull that was the end bit?
I'm trying to remember here.
I don't know. But the Last Crusade was the second movie. He has done it in the context of the movie. She wasn't necessarily supposed to come along because it was just supposed to be Indiana.
No,
going
Indiana
through
Jones
the
and the Last
whole
Crusade
thing.
was the third movie.
Oh, okay.
It's Raiders of
was
the
the
Lost Ark. I knew that there was a movie in between Last Crusade and Raiders of the Lost Ark. I wasn't sure which one it was, though. It's Temple of Doom. That was the one. You know, the one with Kalima. Kalima!
Okay, so I actually haven't seen the Last Crusade. I did see a lot of. I did see Raiders of the Lost Ark. That one was really good. I have seen a bit of Temple of Doom, just not the Last Crusade. But the context here is that she technically, I don't think that she was supposed to come along in this context. Like, a lot of Indy's partners usually aren't supposed to be coming along in some way, shape, or form. Like, if you remember Short Round from the last movie, he wasn't technically supposed to be there. He was like the 10-year-old that was driving the car for whatever reason.
Yeah, like, here's the thing.
Like,
the
he's
real
not supposed
Indiana
to be
Jones is, like, the lone wolf kind of, like,
Or he
badass
attempts to.
archaeologist where he's trying to go at things alone. And whenever he
Yes.
does have anyone tagging along, it's purely by fucking circumstance.
Yeah, and they usually end up working together. Like, if I remember in this one, I saw his dad in the actual thing, in the poster. So I'm thinking that it's that movie where they're like on the motorcycle chase, where his dad's in like the sidecar, and he's like, "Ah, God, I can't do anything," or whatever. You know, because it's meant to be that way, but also this was also meant to. I think Nathan Drake was kind of built off of this in one way, shape, or form, and I don't know. It just, like, the problem that I have with this is that it doesn't add context to it. Like, we don't know why this argument is even happening, and it just says, oh yeah, this is peak cinema right here. This is when men were men, not like thinking about people like, I don't know, James Bond, who was far more sexist in the actual books, by the way.
Also, OSC just brought up, at least he didn't bring up that one joke where Harrison Ford got food poisoning, wanted to end the scene quickly, yeah. The thing is that
that was in the first movie.
Like, here's the thing, the main personality of Andy Pants, at least on his YouTube channel, is extremely racist and very, very traditional gender roles. So, of course, like, the main thing that he would pull up is an out-of-context clip of supposedly traditional gender roles.
Yeah. And that's also barring the fact that she probably helped in one way, shape, or form throughout the whole movie. Like, what the fuck the character is this? Like, in the Indiana Jones. I'm kind of wondering now. Like, I need a plot synopsis.
I don't remember. I'd have to rewatch the movie myself. It has been fucking ages since I've seen the Indiana Jones movies. I'll have to, again, see if there's any, wink wink nudge nudge, perfectly legal ways to watch it for free.
So, he's on the trail of the fortune and glory in old Shanghai. He reads something to, so he's in Indiana. Oh, India. Whoops. Yeah, he's in India, not Indiana. That would be really funny if he actually went to Indiana.
Indiana Jones in Indiana. Wow,
That'd be great.
say that.
That'd be great. But yeah, no. He goes to India, which is where I'm assuming this is supposed to be, with Short Round, really, and Wiley Scott, and he goes to the search of the magical the Sankara Stone. And uncovers an ancient evil that threatens all who come into contact with it. That's not the Ark of the Covenant. I think this is the same movie where he has like the staff, and the staff kind of reveals the location.
Yeah.
As to where
the Ark of the Covenant is obviously Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, obviously. That's
and
the one.
And I know that you said that you were watching the that you saw that I was about to cover this in the live stream, but like. I don't know if you know this, but like the main antagonists of at least Raiders of the Lost Ark are quite literally based
German
off...
soldiers.
Yeah, they are quite literally based off of an actual part of the Nazi army called the Ahnenerbe.
Nice. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Which were
And
insane
what's
conspiracy
really-
nutjobs masquerading as archaeologists.
What's also really funny is that people are apparently upset that you get to punch those people.
Oh yeah, I
in the
just got
game.
done covering that. Like, again, I get it. It's easy to make fun of Kotaku, but like, it was one of the few moments in which Kotaku legitimately didn't do anything wrong. They were just pointing out, hey, by the way, the main antagonists of the new Indiana Jones games are Nazis.
Like, okay.
And apparently
And?
people actually got fucking mad at that.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, people legitimately got mad over the fact that they were pointing out the fucking obvious.
But you're getting mad at like Kotaku being like, oh, they're actually doing journalistic practices right now. It's like I will say Kotaku is not defensible in any way.
That's
But when
exactly
they
what I
say-
said. I even said, like, when I was covering that, I was like, I get it, okay, Kotaku, easy punching bag, but, like, for once, they're literally just pointing out the fucking obvious with the game.
Yes, it's so dumb. It's so
Like, I shit you
fucking
not, one of the
dumb.
response tweets was, you know, I was going to pick up the new Indiana Jones game, but then you decided to open your mouth, which I can only come to one of two fucking conclusions. Either A, that person is such an unbelievably quivering pussy that his opinion on whether or not he should get a game is immediately swayed by whether or not a fucking games journalist talks about it.
No,
Or
no,
B, his opinion is swayed because he realizes that the people that you're punching are Nazis.
Hold on. Well, I mean, either way, that's dumb. But overall, I understand at least somewhat of the first part, because if you remember Alyssa Mercante's review of Shadow of the Erd Tree, which wasn't a review, or just an
do
unhinged
not
rant
remind
of
me
some
of
kind.
that
Yeah.
slot
But the thing was that we both read that, and we both came to the same conclusion of this is a shit review, not because it like doesn't talk, not because it's like
Not
shitting on the game, but because it's trying
because
to.
it has an unnecessary beginning tangent that makes no sense.
Yes, it's yeah. Anyway, ranting aside, playing a clip like this out of context is dumb, like very much so dumb.
I mean, to be fair, we are talking about Andy Pants grifting here, the king of taking shit out of context.
Anyway, let's continue.
It's lucky I don't do things the same way. You'd still be standing at the Venice Pier.
What do you think is going on here? Since I met you, I've nearly been incinerated, drowned, shot at, and chopped in.
Bro, this would never...
You cut him off before he actually properly explains what the fuck is going on.
But the thing is that that's also true. like everything that he just said is true. Like she kind of attracts danger to him at this point in the story, if I remember correctly.
Like my brother in Christ. Not only are you playing this clip entirely out of context, but you're cutting off even more context that the clip provides.
Yeah, I think also in this way it does. Actually, in a weird defense, it does make sense to cut it off in a specific way, but I wouldn't have cut it off there. I would have cut it off somewhere else to just get the context of the clip, because it is still a movie clip, and it is still under copyright, so interrupting the clip and trying to talk about it does have to go under the fair use thing. So I can understand it from a fair use perspective legally.
But I think we all know the actual reason why he cut it off there.
Never be in a modern movie. This is how you have to treat women sometimes. Now, I'm
What?
No.
What?
No. That is just no.
That is.
Now I definitely
is
feel
much
bad
better.
for his wife, because... No! No, you don't! No, you absolutely fucking do not! What in the name of you do not have to accept her rejection is this fucking point? What the hell?
No, it's not a rejection. It's just that this you just said this is how you have to treat women sometimes. By the way, if I could point this out, this is coming from a gay man.
Like, dude. I feel like I don't even have to fucking say anything about this other than just, bro, no!
treat everyone with love and respect.
There's
as much as you
seriously
can.
no way this man has a wife.
I don't know how
Seriously,
I don't know how
way.
she tolerates him.
Who knows? Maybe it's like a certain edgy Corvid. The wife lives,
Oh,
you
no.
know, goes to a different school, if you will.
Oh no.
Never advocating violence against a woman, of course. I have a lovely wife who I love. I have a daughter who I love.
Wait, I'm sorry. I need to back all that shit up.
No. I need to hear that again.
This is how you have to treat women sometimes. Now, I'm never advocating violence against a woman, of course. I have a lovely wife who I love. I have a daughter who I love.
Oh, keep going.
But sometimes when a woman is being a brat like this woman is, you have to tell her what's up.
Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
Should I play the agony soundboard?
First of all, what exactly within that scene, even with it completely taken out of context, what was bratty about any of that? And also, second of all, the fact that you decide to follow up with, sometimes you just need to throw a bitch around, and then immediately follow that up with, now I'm not advocating for violence against women, but, no, you do not say that, and then follow that up with a but.
No, he's not saying that. He's just saying, in this argument, you just kind of have to tell, like, you just kind of have to be frank with the person, which I get. My parents fight a lot too in this way, and it is sometimes hard for communication to go that way. But here's the thing, right? When you fight with someone, you are trying to convince them one way or the other to agree with you in some way. It might not be the intention all the time, but like, at the very least, you have to come to some sort of agreement or agree to disagree in most contexts. The thing with this is, right, Indiana and her are having this argument because they are in a very stressful situation. I think at this point, Indiana's been on the run for like weeks, maybe even a month now, because they're just trying to investigate to get to a specific temple to, you know, do the archaeologist thing that Indiana Jones does because, you know, snakes. But it makes sense that he's stressed out trying to get this person who he sees as someone who is a danger to his health and safety, as he stated in the actual thing, saying, hey, as soon as you got here, all this shit is your fault. Despite the fact that I don't know if it is actually her fault in the context of it. It might just have been that, like,
Again, it could just be the high stress and whatnot. But, like, I feel like, I just have to point out here that he said, no, I'm not advocating for violence against women, but...
Exactly.
Like, that line alone is just... No, there shouldn't be a but there. Just take that out of the equation, and it would be fine.
Anyway.
You have to remind her who Daddy is.
Oh! Oh! Ew, dude! What the fuck?
Thank you. But very, very different reactions there. Along the same lines, but I don't know why I immediately thought of. Do you remember the meme of like, oh no, and then the dude gets back, it's like, what the fuck?
That was exactly what I fucking did.
I had to walk away from the microphone for that one.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Okay.
I feel like I need a shower after this.
I feel like I need a shower as well. Maybe two with some bleach.
A scalding hot shower, preferably with hot sparks involved.
Yeah.
I need a new layer of skin after this, actually.
So I will also say this. I hate the fact that he uses daddy in this context because, unfortunately, these two are not in a relationship as far as I can tell.
Yeah, they're not in a relationship. That's just,
Yeah, that's just,
What's that?
It's so disgusting.
What has
But-
already been clipped?
Oh boy.
You have to remind her who Daddy is.
Oh! Oh! Ew, dude! What the fuck?
Nice.
And that is exactly what Indiana Jones is doing right here.
No, it is fucking not!
No,
No,
no.
it is not. They're in an argument for some other reason.
No, that's not what... If that is the conclusion that you... No, I'm sorry, but I think you need to go to a fucking rehab center, my guy! If that is the conclusion that you came to after seeing this scene!
Bruh. Anyway, moving on.
Interpret things like that.
And that is why he's too alpha. He's too alpha for modern gaming audiences, and they can't handle this Indiana Jones on screen. So they're going to create some kind of pussy bitch Indiana Jones.
Again, judging by the pinned comment on this video, that aged quite poorly.
Yeah, in like 3
Ooh.
days or something like that, or like a week
Ooh.
or whatever.
That one didn't
It's-
quite so well.
Yeah, it's so. It's really dumb that he even like he's just assuming at this point. Like at this point in the timeline, he's just assuming, saying, "Oh yeah, they're gonna make him woke and gay and all this other stuff." Despite the fact that you saw the trailers, right? Like you saw that they are actually doing like accurate work and things like that.
I mean, again,
just-
as it was pointed out by, I think it was Amalgamated, it's literally made by the same studio who worked on the Wolfenstein games, like the new Wolfenstein games. So,
Yeah, but
it's
he
bound
calls
to
it-
be very fucking solid if it's being made by that same studio.
But he calls them woke too because BJ Blazkowicz was, I believe, in a wheelchair for like half the game for whatever reason, or like a mission of the game for whatever reason. Which, by the way, can I just say how badass that is?
I was
Because
just
in that-
about to say that. How is that not badass? That even while fucking in a wheelchair, he's still kicking
crippled.
Nazi ass!
yeah.
Like, brother is literally no legs, two wheels, going around and blasting fascists in the face!
with
Sanity.
his same guns with just one hand.
You see, Sanity,
The other
therein lies.
hand.
You see, Sanity, therein lies the problem. He's killing Nazis.
Like, I just simply have to say, the reaching that this man will go to is fucking
He's
insane.
reaching so far, he goes up his own ass and grabs his own tonsils.
Like, I'm amazed that his arm isn't dislocated with how far he's reaching. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. Is your arm still even attached to you, or is it like a Rayman situation where they're, like, basically floating beside your torso at this point?
Yeah.
Or doing, like, the
Anyway.
monsoon treatment? Like, what's going on here?
In their gay game that they're working on. But watch this.
Into fish bait. We're caught in the middle of something sinister here. My guess is Dad found out more than he was looking for. And until I'm sure, I'm going to continue to do things the way I think they should be done.
How dare you kiss me?
Leave me alone. I don't like fast women.
And I hate arrogant men.
I am uncomfortable.
Same here. It's like, I get it. It's like cheesy, generic 80s scenes like this. This has been done by, like, at least,
What,
like,
is
50
this even
other...
in the 80s? I thought this was in the 90s, like early 90s.
Hang on, I gotta look it up again.
It might have been 87.
Literally,
Oh.
nope, 1989.
Nice. Yeah, anyway. That's close. But in that context, again, you're missing the context as to why this even happens in the first place. Like, the whole kissing scene was probably meant more as a joke, or meant more to be like how James Bond does the same thing.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know the context of the movie. I don't know how this happens, but you gotta show more, or like it's just. I also hate the. Also, I know that we didn't mention this, but he says, "Oh yeah, this Indiana Jones is too alpha.
Like, I don't exactly
Do
know
I need
what's...
to-
I just...
Do I need to go into the explanation of how the dude who even created the whole alpha male, beta male type dealio completely and utterly denounced and tried to retract literally everything that he did when he was observing wolves, because that's not what the fuck he did, because years later he went back to the goddamn woods and found out that, oh, there's no alpha type dealio because it was a mother and a father that was doing that thing, taking care of their wolf pack and whatever. And there is no, like, really actual hierarchy system. And it was a lot more cooperative than you might think it is.
Yeah.
But no. Everyone decided to latch on to it.
It's
It is a true
honestly...
story, by the way. You can look it up.
Yeah, I already know about that. In fact, that's why I always just laugh at the people who unironically call things alpha or beta or anything like that. I just kind of sit back and go like, if only they knew. If only they knew.
Yeah, like again, it has to do with how the original creator literally decided to not, you know.
Yeah, like the original guy who coined those terms literally went back, actually did some scientific research and went like, oh shit, I was wrong.
Yes.
See, dude, he's such an alpha, man. Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, that film's from 1989. Women love that stuff, dude. Women love...
Wrong.
Yeah,
No.
I can just simply state no.
Yeah, well,
This is
okay.
first of all, this is obviously a movie, so of course it's going to be weird like that. But also, second of all, in the real world, I would like to see Andy Pants try to pull off a move like this in the real world. He would get slapped.
Yeah, again, while I do think that there are some women out there who do have this preference, hence why I want a man that is 6 foot with a 6-figure salary, blah blah blah, 10 inches a D, and I'm like, you know that's like not.
Good luck
average
finding
or-
that.
Exactly. And they're like, I want to be Chad's wife, and it's like, Chad's dating supermodels off in the corner over there. Like, he doesn't care about you.
Chad's thundercock is somewhere else. You're gonna have to You're gonna have to take somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the other things that I will also say is, during the whole 80s stuff, the media tends to reflect a lot of... Well, art in general tends to reflect a lot on, like, the person... Not really the person themselves, but an exaggerated version of a vision, if that makes... Right? That's a good explanation? Exaggerated version of a vision?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
So-
funny meme. John's weather forecasting stone.
Yes! Oh my god, I love this.
Stone is wet. Rain. Stone is dry. Not raining. Shadow on ground. Sunny. White on top. Snowing. Can't see stone. Foggy. Swinging stone. Windy. Stone jumping up and down. Earthquake. Stone gone. Tornado.
So by the way, have you not seen this before?
No, I've seen it before, and it always gets me every single time because it's just so funny.
I just remember. So this sort of meme actually is really funny because I didn't necessarily see it online first. I've seen this in person.
Oh my god, that makes it even better. And wait, hang on. I think my late grandmother used to have something similar in like her garage or something like that. It wasn't exactly a stone, but it was like some sort of like hanging thing that kind of had like a similar premise to it, and I always found that funny.
No. So the reason why we would have that is because if we were, it was at like a lot of Boy Scout camps where they would make a tripod using a tripod like hitch knot, and then hang a stone under there, then put the sign up. And it was always really funny to see because I just half imagine one of the kids just like steals the stone one day and runs off with it, and everyone's like, "Oh no, a tornado's coming!" Ah!
Okay, what the fuck is this? Hang on, an edit of that for fuck's sake!
Hell yes, dude. Hell yes. It's the JoJo reference. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now all we need to do is like have someone put the stone like and have it pointing at the thing, and then make it the head from the one dude who gets the torture dance.
Oh my god. Yes.
Anyway, back to this.
Yeah.
Love when men have that kind of energy, and the in the dialysis of destiny, as it's often called, he's an old man, and they've turned him into a sad old man and a sad old cuck. We lost this.
What?
Wow. People got older, and of course, in canon, the character would get older and not as active. I don't see the problem here.
Yeah, I don't see the problem either. He also says sad old cuck. What the fuck do you mean?
You're the set of cock, Andy Pence.
I just...
It just like I don't even. When did
Harrison's a fucking old man. Of course, Indiana Jones would also be an old man if it's still being played by fucking Harrison.
Yeah, I would.
Do you not know how aging works?
No, I don't think that it's the old thing that's got him under it. It's the fact that he's not as alpha Chad as he once was. Despite the fact that, again, you know, in universe he's old, he's seen some shit, and he went through all the stuff in the original trilogy.
Yeah, brother literally went through like.
The problem?
Yeah, brother literally fought through like the Second World War in like the first fucking movie.
Practically, and it's insane. It's insane. Like he might be a little bit of a bitter old man, but that's kind of the trope of the thing.
That's the point. He was like, and plus, I don't think I've ever heard anyone call it the dialysis of destiny. I feel like you're the only person who created that term, and you're just hoping that it catches on.
You know, in the movies, this scene in the movies with all the girls in his class are obsessed with him. Because he's just an attractive man that all the women want.
It's also playing off of the trope of weird teacher-student dynamics, which is, again, I feel like I should mention is weird.
If I will say this, Harrison Ford back in those movies looks really good. Like, I forget how old he was specifically. He's very nice, very lovely man.
And to be fair, he still looks good now.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, he looks great. He looks great for his age, absolutely. I am, however, reminded of there is someone who went into doing the like Ace Attorney games, where they went from Ace Attorney, the original trilogy, to Ace Attorney, the like sequel trilogy. What the hell is this?
I don't know what's going on here, but I see Daredevil. I'm blind. What's happening?
Oh, it's Moon Knight.
Oh. Let's see here.
Anyway.
Oh, hello there, Shy Within. You're a new one. Also in the movie, he flat out said his son died, so of course he was sad. Oh, wow! Extra context that's being left out!
Oh, my goodness! Yeah.
Oh, wow! So the sad old man is probably sad for a reason! Because his fucking kid died!
But anyway, so he went into talking about both the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy of Ace Attorney. Sorry. But he said that in the sequel, the first game of the sequel, where it was 7 years later, and it was Phoenix Wright, because he wasn't the main character. He was involved in one of the cases and wanted to essentially like rewrite some of the jury system and do this and stuff like that and blah 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 blah. To go through the whole game would take forever, but everyone didn't like him because they thought he was a jerk, despite the fact that in the original trilogy it's pointed out several times through other people that he actually kind of was a jerk, at least a little bit. Like how Edgeworth said, "Oh yeah, you're kind of a jerk for not telling me this or this or this," and how he was a jerk to like other people, except for Maya, I believe, and how Maya actually didn't, even though she worked very close with Phoenix for years, didn't actually know much about Phoenix because he didn't know that. I believe it was Jeff who was accused of the first one, where Jeff was his like childhood best friend, and how Edgeworth also was his childhood best friend, and no one really knew about that until like later in the game. And people are like, "What the fuck? Why are you talking about this now?" It's like, and like he doesn't say much else. Like he has good intentions, absolutely, but he can connive and also bluffs his way in trying to fight the law and things like that. And it was dumb that people were like, I found it out. You'd have to watch the whole video to really understand what it was, but like, sometimes when you see a character age and they are a very different character from when you last saw them, there's usually an explanation for it.
Yep.
If you remember this German chick who's actually an Irish actress, she's using sex to get what she wants. That is how life is. That is how many women are.
Yes and no. Okay, let me defend myself before you go off on me.
No, I'm just more baffled by that. This is. I really shouldn't be that surprised that this is his worldview, but I'm just more and more perplexed every single day just how low he's willing to go to pretend like this is what he actually believes in.
Yeah. Sure. But he says that women using sex to get what they want. It depends. Some women do that. Absolutely, there will always be an exception to the rule. But I mean, not every woman does this. Some just want to have a good relationship with the man. Some don't. It's not like, it's much more complex to say like, oh yeah, this is what all women do. It's like, no.
Yeah, like
if you see a trend of all women trying to do this, there might be one correlation factor, or there might be one factor that you're not accounting for. That those are the type of women that you just happen to attract because you are you. Like, do you think your wife does that? What the fuck does your wife think about this?
Honestly, I shudder to imagine. That's really all I can say.
And you don't see that in modern movies anymore. But we've all experienced it, and that is real life. But
wait. A femme fatale type spy character who I believe in the context of at least this movie is trying to seduce Indiana in order to get information out of him to be able to like do the what the fuck was it? To be able to what the fuck? Like to find the temple, I guess, in this context. This is from the same movie. But like obviously, if they're an assassin or they're a spy of some kind, they're going to use every goddamn advantage that they can. Like, what? Am I wrong?
I mean, his points just get even more confusing with every single video. There's a reason. There's actually a few reasons why I stopped even covering this guy. Well, first of all, it's obvious that he doesn't believe in whatever he's saying. I mean, just take a look at the fucking, Act Man debate, where he just crumbles at literally fucking everything. But also, it's because his videos are... They kind of follow a similar structure to, like, Harmon Smith, if you will, where he just, like, shotguns bullshit after bullshit after bullshit while showing barely anything to substantiate it. The only thing that this guy at least has a leg up on in terms of Harmon Smith is being able to fucking edit, but that's really about it.
Correct. Yeah, I believe that that's correct. If I remember correctly, there is... I did cover this one smaller video on Harmon that was released quasi-recently, because the dude released, like, 5 videos in, like, 2 days. Well,
Jesus
not even that, like, 5
Christ.
video... Well, he releases so many videos a day, it's ridiculous. But... the video... What the fuck was the video on? It was on something to do with... I forget. But it was just a really dumb video. It should be on my channel at some point. Maybe it is today. I don't know. Anyway, back to this.
Yeah.
modern cuck movies and media can't handle the truth. They can't handle life as it is. If you saw Dial of Destiny, which came out in 2023, and I'll just sum it up for y'all real quick. He's outstaged and he's upstaged by a smarter, faster, cooler female. It's a humiliation ritual is really what it is for Indiana. And it was...
Wouldn't he be retired at his age, though? Because he's kind of old.
Yeah, again, I have a feeling that he probably retired from archaeology during that time. Probably long before the movie.
Yeah, it's the standard old man trope of dude is retired but is brought back into it for one last heist type deal.
Yeah, and again, I feel like I should also mention, as someone brought up before, Indiana literally says, "Hey, by the way, my fucking kid died not too long ago."
Yeah, what I also want to say is, like, Uncharted kind of followed the same trope, just with a kind of younger dude, where he got in touch with, like, this brother that well, I mean, at least in Uncharted, he got in touch with his brother, which was a long-lost brother thing, and they're like, oh, we gotta do this thing because the cartel needs you. And then he just deceives, like, his wife, and they have, like, this huge-ass fight, and he was about to, like, settle down and marry this woman, and yet they have this huge-ass fight, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing right now? And I'm like, well, it's just thinking this all the time. And, like, it's really dumb. And despite the fact that, again, he's supposed to be, like, this really cool, awesome dude, there is still that scene. Don't you think that, like, what the fuck? just a standard trope of media.
Well,
Also, it's not real, so whatever.
Again, like, I don't even know what else to really say about this other than it's just a really, really dumb way to take a look at, like, Indiana Jones.
It needs to be shot.
Jesus!
Take it out to the back and show it the rabbits.
Listen, Andy, alright? Do you like the sunset? Describe the sunset to me one last time.
Describe the rabbits.
Tell me about the rabbits, buddy. I gotta put you down.
Anyway.
Of a movie. But look how hard they're trying to get you nostalgic. They're like, oh man, maybe if Starfield did this, maybe if we throw a nostalgic poster at them, they'll get nostalgic for the old movies. But he's not the star, man. Go ahead and put her in there. This isn't an Indiana.
But I haven't seen this movie, but if it starts with Indiana, like, if it starts with with Indiana in that sense of, like, he goes along with a lot of it. It's the old man story of I'm retired. Why should I do this? Well, because it relates to X, Y, and Z. Okay, I'm gonna do it, and then it's the reluctant old man story trope. Like,
and I also feel like it kind of also is in the form of, like, a marketing thing, because his name is literally on the fucking poster. He should be the most prominent fucking thing there.
It's also definitely a marketing thing, absolutely. Also, this art's fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, it is awesome.
It's magical. I love the like, I don't know if that's supposed to be like an Aztec symbol behind Indy, but I like how the red kind of fades out and you can see, I believe, what's the villain in the top corner, like he's looming over like the shoulder, like it's the ghost of his past or whatever. Yeah. That's cool. I like that. That's, like, really nice.
Yeah. That symbol might be the dial in question, but I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. I actually didn't even know that there was a Indiana Jones movie that came out last year.
I knew that there was.
This is like the first time I'm hearing about it. I thought that the last one was fucking Crystal Skull, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones movie. It's a lame girl boss movie. This photo right here says it all.
This crunchy ass I'm sorry, buddy, but can you at least get higher resolution images that aren't 2 fucking pixels?
Yeah.
Go, Gadget Pixel Reducer!
Yeah, also, what I love about this, that, like, oh yeah, this picture says it all. It's a picture, it's a still from the movie.
With no context attached to it either.
None at all. Like Indy could be asking for directions. He could be, like, looking to try to buy some shit for their expedition because he knows what the fuck he's doing. She could be, like, walking around looking for something else. Like, what is the context to this scene? I think that's the Parthenon behind them, though I'm not sure.
I mean, it's very clearly some sort of, like, ancient ruin of some kind, but, like, again, this is, again, just a huge staple of, like, a lot of Andy Pants's videos. Show shit with next to no evidence behind it, and shotgun bullshit at rapid pace and hope that people believe you.
Yeah. Also, again, it's probably a different story in terms of that, because they were trying to harken back to the original trilogy and trying to tell them in a video game-like manner, so it's like,
Yeah. Like, from what I've heard, apparently the game itself takes place at some point between the first and the third movie.
Ooh, nice.
So, presumably, maybe at some point, like, maybe after the Temple of Doom, but I'm not sure. Haven't played the game myself, and unfortunately, it's $70 fucking, so I'm probably not gonna be able to afford it for a while.
Yeah. Money be
He's
tight.
the main character. He's not the main character anymore. Because like everything that we love, like everything that we have, women, feminist, horrible, short haircutted, butch women have to get involved in everything we love and ruin it somehow, don't they? So let's get into talking about the video game, because I wanted to set that stage, because what is happening with the Indiana Jones franchise is exactly the same thing that's happening with the Indiana Jones video game that's about to come out. Is they've girl bossed it, they've modernized it, they've made it for this gay.
Again, I feel like we should
no evidence to any of that at the time of the talking.
Yeah, at the time of even making this video, he had no evidence behind it other than a 5 fucking second clip of some random fuck basically stating, "Yeah, we're gonna make this for a modern audience."
One thing I will also like to point out here is that I don't even know if there's any women in the actual trailers that they presented, other than the fact that it was just Indiana beating up the German soldiers that were there for like, I don't know, 15 minutes.
Like, again, it's just, bro, stop making shit up.
You had the trailers. No, that's the thing. He also had the trailers of the actual game at this time.
Yeah, he could have at least, like, used the trailers as evidence, but no, he doesn't show that off. Instead, he shows off the oldest fucking footage of just, like, some random talking about, like, their plans for the game.
Yeah, and he also, again, like, in that context, they don't show any gameplay, they don't show any story, they don't reveal anything. They just say, hey, we're making this game for a more modernized audience, or we're making this game for another thing. Not knowing the fact, or not understanding the fact that they had some of the original, actual scanned clothing from the movie, or at least I believe the props, or some, like, very good replica.
Yeah, again, it's...
Yeah.
Like...
I also still find it very hilarious how people were like, oh, this is an like, for at least Stellar Blade, oh, this is an unrealistic body expectation. Literally, the body of it was made by, like, a Korean supermodel with that exact body type. Like, huh?
Yeah, but it's just really fucking silly. Like, out of all the things that he decides to show off, he shows off, again, just ancient-ass shit, and then he proceeds to show off stuff with no context attached to it. Hell, even with this one, it's just like, Xbox blocking reviews of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle until the game goes into advanced access. First of all, that's Xbox. That has nothing to do with the actual developers themselves. Right. And I feel like that this just kind of... I think it would just kind of make sense to not, like, have people, like, drop random-ass reviews before the game has even come out yet.
Well, I mean, it used to be more standard practice that game reviews would come out way, like, sometimes before it. But I think Xbox in this context realized that they at least wanted people to wait until they could get it. Maybe to get some more pre-order stuff in, though I'm not too certain. Again, because the advanced access, I believe, is like the $100 tier of the game. So, because it released into early access at this point in the thing, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So people had their hands on the game, which is why this aged so poorly that, like, the advanced access literally was, like, a week. Yeah. So it was, like, at the time this came out, everyone had their hands on the game and could be like, oh, no, you're just fucking wrong. Which is why I thought that it came out last week and not this week. So...
But no, it literally came out as of yesterday, at least, as far as I know.
It officially came out because the early access period was done.
Yeah.
But it was really just funny that this came out.
Non-existent homo audience. Nobody wants gay Indiana Jones. Nobody wants girl boss Indiana Jones, and they keep freaking throwing it to us. So,
again...
You have no evidence of this.
Again, he had no evidence of this. Hell, he didn't even show off the trailers of this, apparently. I'm assuming he was so fucking shit-faced drunk during this recording, he probably didn't even know that those trailers existed. Yeah, I have no idea.
And again, the early access period was, I believe, that day that he released it, or at least a couple days after he released this video.
Yeah.
Or, well, maybe not. Actually, maybe it was the same day. I don't remember when the early access period was. It was, like, a few days before. I forget. but he wasn't. But people had their hands on the game at this point, and reviews were coming out saying, oh, this actually does really do well with this. Which is why this video coming out this late in the game to try to blame this shit on a 5-second clip that he doesn't show off any gameplay or fucking anything. And he just decides to release it now? Where was this video 4 months ago when this actual, like, modern audience clip and stuff was being memed on beforehand? That's like me coming out, next year saying, hey guys, Elden Ring won Game of the Year. Like, hello, Internet Explorer, get better internet!
It's not even Internet Explorer at this point, it's Netscape Navigator.
You know what, that's fair.
So, John Trent here said, Xbox is now blocking reviews of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle until game goes into advanced access. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign.
Again, that's Xbox. Has nothing to do with the studio behind it.
Not
that
even
means
that.
they know that
it also has become more standard practice to not put the game's reviews up too early to generate too much hype for it. Because I think the last time that those reviews kind of came into play was, I forget, but there's a lot of games out there that they don't have the reviews out before the game releases because it's not as effective as a marketing strategy anymore as it once was. So.
They have a stinker here. Somebody was pointing out that there's been almost no marketing for this game. There's been no marketing for this game because it's probably going to be a stinker. On the Steam charts, there's only 43,000 pre-orders for it, and it's number 179 on the charts.
It's not that bad.
Yeah,
it's also a single-player game.
Yeah,
which
not only is it like a single-player game, but it is literally like it's a game that fucking came in out of goddamn nowhere, as far as everybody is aware.
That's also true. Let me see.
Like, that probably didn't help it too much, the fact that it didn't have that many...
How do you check Steam charts again? I always forget.
I don't know either.
Oh, here we go, top sellers.
I mean, let's put it this way. It's doing better than The First Descendant, which is a game that this guy and like, other people like him were praising as, like, an anti-woke success or something like that. Like...
Balatro is number 38. Cracked the top 50 in the top sellers list. That's actually pretty good. Yeah. Talos Principle. Really? What the fuck is VR chat doing that high up?
That's funny.
I'm looking at the top 100s here, so I'm trying to see if we can see it. Mouthwashing. That's not doing good. So I'll just do this. Oh, there it is. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. How do I check that? Because I just say it. Hey, enter the top sellers tag. That was one I did. Oh, hey. I'm very stupid. It's now number 4.
Whoa.
Yeah, it hopped up a lot.
Damn, so this video aged even poorer than I thought.
Yeah, so actually, it's number 4 on the top sellers overall on Steam. Ooh. But if I were to just take out the Steam Deck, it would actually be number 3. Because it goes Path of Exile, Steam Deck, Marvel's Rivals, and then Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, as of me saying this sentence. So,
that is funny as hell, actually.
It's also funny because it beat out Counter-Strike. Like Counter-Strike 2, I should say.
That's awesome. Also,
which is a free-to-play game, which is actually cool.
Yeah.
Also, good for Marvel Rivals getting up to number 2. Good for them.
Oh yeah, I've heard that game is actually pretty good. So.
Yeah.
Dude, nobody cares about this game, man, and it's because it has that.
Nobody cares. That's why it shot up to number 4.
Yeah, that's why it shot up to number 4 overall, beating out games like Counter-Strike. What the fuck else did it beat out? Counter-Strike, Black Ops 6. Really? Black Ops 6 is it's number 6 here, but Counter-Strike, Black Ops 6, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Red Dead Redemption
40K?
2.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's number 8.
Yeah, nobody cares. Number 4!
Yeah, nobody cares. Again, in number 4, if you count the Steam Deck, which the Steam Deck is different.
And discounting the Steam Deck, it's at number 3.
Exactly.
It's in the top 3.
Yeah, overall on Steam, which is the most funniest thing.
Especially for a game that, again, as already mentioned, it had like barely any fucking marketing behind it. It's already at the top 5.
Can I also just say this? How the fuck is the Steam Deck still within the top, like, top 5? I have not seen the Steam Deck drop below the top sellers in a long-ass time. Like, what the hell?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It has the stench of the woke on it. I really think you shouldn't be allowed to deactivate your dislike button. I'm not allowed to do that on any.
Do I even have to say anything in that regard?
No.
By the way,
Because didn't he fucking disable not only the comments, but also the ratings on all of his videos relating to the fucking Act Man?
yeah. So, by the
Shouldn't
way...
be able to disable it. Except for me, I'm allowed to do it when I talk about a controversial figure that proverbially fucked my ass in a debate.
Yeah. Anyway, by the way, just so you know, the top sellers list also lists off the amount of weeks that it's been on the top sellers list. Do you want to take a stab at how long the Steam Deck has been in the top sellers list for?
I couldn't even tell you.
146.
Fuck. That's insane.
That is insane. For like,
It has been up there for almost 2 years, and fucking Indiana Jones is like right beneath it.
Yeah, exactly. That's very
That's
cool.
fucking funny.
Although it doesn't hold a candle to Counter-Strike 2, which has been on this list for 644 weeks.
Well, that's Counter-Strike, okay?
Yeah. It also, like, this also shows like the change in ranking stuff, so it does also say that these things are new. What's really funny is that the Steam Deck went down 1 spot. So it was in like the top 1 sellers list for a while.
That is
but it's still really funny how, again, within the week that he has mentioned this game went from number 178, I believe that he just said, to number 4 overall, with number 3 in just games, in terms of top sellers on Steam.
Yeah, exactly. And again,
you can look it up for yourself.
And again, the game came out yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's just for Steam. That's not even getting into the fucking, like, apparently it's on Xbox Game Pass.
Correct.
God only knows how good it is over there.
It's also one of the things that also disproves the notion that this game will cannibalize, that Xbox Game Pass will cannibalize the sales of video games. Which, clearly, it hasn't.
Clearly it hasn't, judged by this shit. That's just so funny.
Anyway,
my videos, the dislike and the downvote button was really helpful on Assassin's Creed Shadows, so that we could see how much people hated that game. But companies now are just straight up disabling their dislike button because they know it's going to get hate, they know it's going to get shat on, and they can't handle the truth. And companies are so desperate to hide the truth from people. But guys, it gets...
While I agree to, like, some extent that if there is a disabling of the likes, comments, and stuff like that, that's stupid. Like, if any, like, but that's just stupid in general.
Yeah, but I also feel like, once again, I should mention, he doth throw stones from his glass house.
Exactly. I also just find it funny because I actually am going to release a video probably early next year, because one thing that's really funny to me is that, you know, my synthetic band short that I constantly bring up, well, not constantly, but I sometimes bring up like once every bicentennial day.
Yeah.
I got a comment on it recently that said, "Hey, you won't turn this into a mainline video because you get so much hate for it." And I'm like, you know what? You're wrong. I'm gonna just take that comment and make an entire video on it. So,
guess what? You're wrong, and I'll show you why.
Congratulations, commentator, whoever did that on my synthetic band short. I will be releasing that sometime soon. So.
Also, let's be honest here. I've made videos on Synthetic Man. Yeah, I've gotten some pretty scathing comments on that one, but overall, the reception to those videos was positive. Because let's be honest here, it's really not that difficult to dunk on somebody who is the epitome of... He doesn't just say the quiet part out loud, he screams it.
Yeah. He
grabs a megaphone and Michael pees it into the fucking megaphone.
Yeah. It's like if we were playing the penis game, he would win hands down.
Yeah.
It's even worse. Alex Torvenius is the creative director on the game. This is him right here. And maybe...
Okay, I'm sorry, but that looks like the coldest stare I think I've ever seen. Jesus Christ. Maybe it's because they're...
I think I know what he's gonna bring up, but continue.
Like, I feel like I might as well just kind of mention right here, it might just be because of the fact that this thing probably has, you know, only, like, slightly more pixels than Andy Pants has brain cells, so who the hell knows?
Maybe you don't care about this stuff at all. Maybe you're not religious. But the dude worships Satan. If you Google his name, you will see his extensive e-commerce store where he sells all kinds of satanic products. This
boy.
is one of...
Okay, and?
So, first of all, being a Satanist in this context, I don't think that they actually end up worshipping Satan. I don't think that that's how that works in terms of it. I'd have to look it up more to be more specific on it.
Yeah, but like...
But I don't think that's how Satanism actually works. That's what a lot of people say that Satanism is. But that's like saying the Pastafarians, that they worship the whole flying spaghetti monster. Which, by the way, I agree. Flying spaghetti monster, one of my favorite
I also,
shonen mangas of all time. Same thing with.
But I feel like here's my main rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Yeah.
Why should anybody give a damn?
This reminds me... Oh my god, do you remember... I don't know if you saw this, but there was another Christian dude who went over to Doom and made a couple handful of videos saying, "Hey guys, do you think that Doom might have some sort of weird demonic symbolism in it for some reason and promoting it?" Like, do you remember that? I don't know.
God, that was a goofy time.
That was so weird. Also, by the way, the shirt that he's wearing is actually an album. Like the full or more of an EP by a band called Wardrunner, which I believe is a metal band. I just wanted to know what it was. It sounds cool. Also, I believe it's also German. Like German metal. Let me just say that shirt's badass. That he's wearing like a German metal shirt in that picture, staring them down.
That is hilarious.
One of his pentagram altar discs that he sells as a ritual item. This is his logo, which is an upside down cross. Here he's selling something called Goetia demon seals. Oh, cool. Real cool stuff, dude. Just selling some
I mean, yeah.
demon seals. The LGBTQ.
Okay, this goes hard. This unironically goes hard. I would wear this on a t-shirt.
Wait, what goes hard?
This goes fucking hard.
Honestly, I agree. I wouldn't want it to be. I wouldn't want to be on a shirt though. I would want it to be like a pin.
Fair.
Yeah. No, because then you could put it on your backpack, and that'd be really cool. Yeah. Just be gay, hail Satan. Absolutely. That's the same thing as like be gay, do crimes.
Yeah. Fucking love that.
I would also like to say whoever designed this is fabulous. Not just because it's like all rainbow and stuff, but like I love just to nerd out about it, graphic design. The very strong central design just kind of really does it. And I like also the fact that it's very symmetrical. I know that's just like how the Satanism whole thing kind of works. It's like that. Also, you want to hear a fun fact about the Church of Satan?
Tell me.
They pay taxes.
That's funny.
and what they also do is that they say it's also funny because they say that all the religions like all the religious people that are in like all the other religions should also have to pay taxes. Like they advocate for that shit.
I mean, hey.
Which is amazing.
Andy Pants, oh my god, he's selling ritual stuff. This stuff, stickers and other cool stuff.
Yeah, it's like literally the coolest thing ever. It's like, this thing's bullshit.
This thing fucking sucks, actually.
Yeah. Plus, also, who the hell
Too
cares?
crowded.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's exactly what I said. Who the fuck actually gives a damn?
Is satanic. Their father is Satan. They hate Jesus. They hate Christ. They hate goodness, and they hate...
I'm sorry, but I feel like you
That's
should be
a lot of assumptions.
Also, I feel like this guy should be the last person to talk about hating Jesus, because the amount of, like, insane Christians who are unironically stating that Jesus was too weak, like, during today is, you know, I feel like that is just kind of funny. Because, let's be honest here, Jesus would honestly fuck with a lot of people like us. Because Jesus, for all intents and purposes, was a fucking hippie.
Yeah. What I will
Like,
also like to say
canonically,
here-
he was a hippie!
What I would also like to say here, I decided to look this up because I thought for a bit that Satanism doesn't actually worship, like, the thing of Satan, or, like, the concept of him. Turns out, from Columbia University, there are many different kinds of Satanism, but most don't actually believe in Satan and don't worship him as either a god or a force of evil. For the most part, Satanists are non-theistist, which I believe is like it's not exactly like atheism or whatever, but it's more of like they don't believe in one way or the other. Maybe it's not agnostic. It's a gray area. Anyway, and they view Satan as a personal liberation from traditional theistic beliefs. So, in summary, from that very legalese statement, they don't actually believe in Satan. Most don't. There are some that do. And they just believe in the concept of personal liberation and the breaking of traditional theistic or other types of beliefs, and just use Satanism, or just use Satan as the, not ideology,
I mean, it just kind of reminds
the
me of,
image
like,
of that, if that makes sense.
It just kind of reminds me of, like, this meme that I saw a while ago where it was just simply, like, someone was saying, like, you know that the Church of Satan doesn't actually believe in a literal Satan, right? And then someone else comes in and says, well, then, who does believe in a literal Satan? And then the Church of Satan comments and says, Christians.
Yeah. What I also want to find, I also wanted to read this out as a little section, because the title of this, from, again, Columbia University, the official columbiauniversity.edu, says, The Pacifist's Guide to Satanism, Columbia Magazine.
Yeah.
I love that title so
That is so good. That is, that goes hard. That goes really hard. That goes
so
really fucking hard.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
That is
anyway.
awesome.
Truth. And guys, Satan is gay as hell.
That is AI.
Yes, it wouldn't be an Andy Pants video without using AI slop to try and make a point.
Jesus Christ. I mean, it is literally Jesus
Like,
Christ.
what are these faces? What are these faces doing back here?
Yeah.
And what is this guy fucking holding? What kind of
Look at
weapon
his-
is that supposed to be?
Yeah, look at the tail, by the way. It morphs into the ground and comes out of his hand. Like, it goes under some, like, look at that. Like, down at the bottom, you can kind of
Yeah,
see
it looks so bad.
It's so gross, dude.
It's so horrible.
Hell. He is a gay loser, but here's the thing. Jesus defeated him.
Satan is,
Read the Bible.
Well, read the Bible. Satan is defeated by Jesus. No, he's not.
No, what?
That's not at all what happens in the Bible.
Hell, I think Satan only comes up, like, what, a grand total of, like, what, 3 times in the entire Bible?
Well, it depends. I think that it depends on where you're reading it specifically in terms of which passage in the Bible you're talking about. But Satan, right, in the context of Jesus, according to the Bible, he didn't defeat Jesus, or he wasn't defeated by Jesus. He was, it was more of like Jesus in the book, as far as I'm aware, essentially died for our sins in accordance with the actual scripture of the Bible. So, in the context of that, he didn't defeat Jesus. He didn't defeat Satan. Jesus didn't defeat Satan. He merely just took on the sins of the world and took on things such as the original sin, and decided to prostrate himself in order to exonerate humanity of Satan. Or not of Satan, of the sins that Satan kind of created. But
Yeah.
it's always been an ongoing struggle that Satan was never defeated, necessarily. unless you decide to read Dante's Inferno, like the books that he wrote, where Satan was kind of defeated, in the sense of he's just trapped in hell crying and munching on like 3 different dudes because that he hated for whatever reason. Which I believe you brought up at the last time, was like so unexplainably vile for whatever reason.
Yeah.
That even the church at the time was like, "You okay, dude? You good?"
Yeah, especially I think like with the violence layer. Like the violence layer was what caused the church to just kind of go like, "Are you sure you're not going too far, buddy?" Like somehow killing yourself is worse than killing others, and apparently what's worse than killing yourself is being gay.
Satan is a loser, and he's gay, and Jesus crushed his head in the garden, and finally one day Jesus is going to throw...
What in the biblical fan fiction is this?
Okay. So I just looked this up again, just because I like to look things up, and I'm just the dedicated researcher now of the Sanity stream. Hello. The AI, at least the AI overview from Google, by the way, so this might not be completely correct, but it says, yes, according to the Bible, Jesus defeated Satan. In death, Jesus' death on the cross destroyed Satan's power over death and released those who were afraid of death. Resurrection. Jesus' resurrection from the dead broke Satan's power over humanity. Authority. Jesus' victory gave people the authority over Satan's forces. Temptation. Jesus defeated Satan in the wilderness by using the Word of God and the Spirit of God, the same weapons given to Adam in the Garden of Eden, and the return was when Christ returns, he will bind Satan in the pit and throw him into the lake of fire. So it's so weird. Because then
it doesn't at all mention that there was like a physical fight or anything along those lines.
Yeah, so in accordance with at least Wikipedia, it continues with a thing of there is a temptation of Christ where Satan came to Jesus and tried to tempt him. Jesus having refused each temptation, Satan then departed and Jesus returned to Galilee to begin his ministry. That was like a thing in the Bible that apparently happened. But then according to the Gospel Coalition, which is a different site,
also amalgamated, yes, Andy is definitely faking being Christian. Again, one of the main memes that came from the Andy Pants versus, Axeman debate was the fact that Andy Pants doesn't even know what the 9th commandment is, which is, funnily enough, the very commandment that he is constantly breaking by acting like a Christian.
Yeah, so it does seem that like he is correct in the sense that Jesus did defeat Satan in some way, shape, or form, because, again, I'm getting from the same gospel thing that he did disarm him when he triumphed over the forces of evil through the sacrificial death on the cross, which I guess makes sense in some way, shape, or form. But saying that he defeated him isn't necessarily true, but also, like, not necessarily false. It's very weird.
Basically, technically Satan was defeated, but not in the weird fan-fiction-y way that Andy Pants is describing it as.
Yeah, practically. He was basically just on the cross.
It's a metaphorical defeat, not a physical one.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
throw him and all of his followers into hell. So yeah, dude, Satan's a little punk. We've talked about how the video game is gonna follow the pattern of the dialysis of destiny. Look, I mean, all you have to see is the short hair, the no breasts, the complete unattractiveness of this woman here, and I forgot.
Again, you're using a screenshot that is like a grand total of like 10 pixels on the fucking screen. Do I even have to watch any more of this?
Probably not, because I think he's gonna go into how like this was concept.
Because I feel like that this is just... Because I feel like he's just going to start repeating himself here, and I don't really feel like wasting my time with that.
Yeah, let's actually watch his response to this, because I want to watch the other video too now. So yeah, that was the context for the whole thing.
Let's at least see how much of the follow-up we can even get into.
In my Indiana Jones and the Great Circle video from a few days ago, I predicted it would be woke, and I had good reasons for this. The developer, Machine Games, has gone down a rabbit hole, becoming more and more progressive.
He said he has good reasons for this. We went through most of that video.
Yeah,
what the fuck good reasons did you have?
What good reasons? All it was just conspiracy bullshittery.
Yeah, the reasons were, 1, because they said it was for modern audiences. 2, because Indiana Jones, quote, would not be suited for modern audiences because they, quote, could not handle his alpha energy, unquote. With the third reason being that he is the main guy is a Satanist, which we established he might not even worship Satan because most Satanists actually don't worship Satan and just use him as the picturing image of freedom in their religion.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
like
what
it's just
the fuck?
Like this the same exact kind of good reasons as what was his face? The fucking weird Roblox elitist tried to use as an excuse to call people pedophiles. It's just kind of what good reasons do you possibly have? What, the good reasons that smell of shit that you dug up from your ass?
Aggressive and gay. Wolfenstein 2014 was good, but Wolf 2017 was ultra woke, making it all about feminism and black lesbians with a cucked and useless BJ Blazkowicz. Then
we talked about this last time. Again, how is it not badass that he is in a wheelchair, still kicking Nazi butt cheeks? Like, what the fuck?
Guys, it's only not badass because he hates the disabled, remember? Going over the Andy No Pants Cope video in Indiana Jones. Yeah, we just went over the context video, if you will, where he supposedly goes over his good reasons for why he thought that the game was going to be woke.
Yeah, and now you see why I wanted you to see the first video first. It adds a lot more
context.
it
was... That was a trip. That was a trip.
Yeah.
Also, what is with him and using fucking screenshots? They're 5 pixels in diameter. Every time!
So I think that the reason being is that he uses, the snipping tool from... He uses the snipping tool from... Fuck, what was it?
Bro, I can easily say that your videos are terrible. Look at this shit. Oh my god, it looks so bad.
Yeah,
Bro can't even be in 1080p.
I think what he's using is he's using the snipping tool and just not adjusting it to a PNG or keeping it a JPEG or something. Because I do this too whenever I'm taking screenshots from Twitter or someplace, but I make sure that the quality is at least okay with them being as big as I can technically make it. And if I do use something like this that is very small in terms of pixel sizes, that's when I usually bust out my thumbnail generator, or aka Krita, and essentially just make it better. Because I don't know, it's just, I don't know why it's so low quality. It's really just bad.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I just simply have to point out here. This is in 1080. The screenshot looks no different at the lowest quality.
Yeah. It's like Cam putting up the two pictures. What's the difference between these two pictures?
They're the same fucking picture. The only difference is that one of them looks blurrier, and that's about it.
Yeah, just someone took out their contact lenses.
Yeah.
On Youngblood in 2019. Do I even need to explain this? Abortion of a video game. Then there's the fact that Microsoft has pushed inclusive design in its companies and game titles all year long by hiring diversity consultants and enforcing their anti-white, anti-male standards.
Again, that's Microsoft, not Bethesda, but
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, I can agree that it's kind of stupid
Also, they might be starting to move away from that now.
Yeah.
Because they're it's losing the money. Which I believe that didn't they fire some of those things? I thought that they fired people like that. Hold on.
Hang on. The average Andy Pants screenshot.
Yep.
You've got any more pixels?
Nice.
Youngblood was hated for many reasons by almost everyone. I mean, that is fair. It's just probably why I very rarely even hear about it.
Then we had this guy, and let's not forget
Stop!
the creative director is a Satanist.
What is with you and using screenshots that are like, just for once in your goddamn career, use a screenshot that is at least in like standard definition quality.
Yeah, and also again, he's bringing up the whole "this guy is Satanist" argument, which again, as we've gone over.
I can't handle devil horns in my games.
Yeah.
Cry me a river and then take a swim. I don't care.
Yeah, what I also want to find really funny is back in my day, when they went over to talk about things like Doom and stuff. This was even before Doom was like as popular as it is now. When it was originally coming out, they said that the developers were actually Satanists, even though they were not. So this is like the inverse of that, where this person's actually a Satanist, but he's not making anything related to Satan at all.
Yeah, it's like, extremely funny.
They're just bringing it up because he has some memorabilia of Satanism, possibly, and he might be a little more open about being a Satanist. But that again doesn't necessarily mean that he believes in Satan, as accordance to the Columbia Pacifist Guides to Atheism. Still a fucking great title, by the way, from Columbia University. So.
Also, Espen just said, you know who else advocated for diversity and inclusion? This guy called Jesus.
That's true as well.
Jesus literally advocated for, hey, treat people equally, you dumb bitches.
So I had every reason to think The Great Circle would be woke as hell, but then I played it, and I gotta say it's actually pretty good. If you think about what myself and others...
I wonder if the only reason why he's saying it's pretty good is because it's actually pretty highly rated. He has to... Yeah, it's kind of like the, what's his face? I'm already blank. All these anti-woke guys have some of the dumbest fucking names ever. I think it was either... It wasn't, It wasn't The Quartering. It was... Oh, it was this guy called The Critical Drinker, where apparently he made, like, a live stream about, like, I think it was, like, House of the Dragon or something like that before it came out, where he was, like, you know, it was called, like, you know, House of the Dragon is going to be a massive flop, and then after it came out, and after it was, like, critically acclaimed, and after it was basically confirmed that it was extremely popular, he went back and retroactively changed the titles to, like, Discussing House of the Dragon. Like, it just kind of reminds me of that, where it's just like, oh, thing is popular now, therefore, if I decide to say that it's bad, then I'm not gonna get as popular.
By the way, so, do you remember when he said earlier that Microsoft has a DEI team? Right.
Yeah.
As of, at least the earliest that I could find here, July 17th, 2024, from the New York Post. Quote, Microsoft reportedly fires DEI team, becoming the latest company to ditch woke policy.
Well, so let me guess. I think I know what this clip is. Let's see. Hang on.
There it is.
The average Andy Pants screenshot.
Yep.
You've got any more pixels?
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so according to the New York Post here, Microsoft has reportedly laid off a team devoted to diversity, equity, and inclusion after pouring millions of dollars into the initiative, becoming the latest company to ditch this, quote, woke policy. The big tech giant disbanded the DEI team at the beginning of the month, which this was reported on July 17th, earlier this year, 2024, due to, quote, changing business needs, according to July 1st email obtained by Business Insider. Oh, so Business Insider actually posted this first. The decision was a further sign that the companies are pulling back from diversity-based initiatives that were put into following the 2020 death of George Floyd and the subsequent Black Lives Matter protest campaigns. Last year, Google and Meta reduced the scope of their DEI programs and cut staff as part of restructuring and layoff at both companies, according to CNBC. On Thursday, I don't know, tractor giant John Deere, oh yeah, announced it would schedule. Fuck words, man. Words suck. Overall, right? In accordance to the New York Post, as of at least July 1st, which is the earliest date that I could find, they have actually decided to fire the entire DEI team. So, you know, they don't have it anymore.
Oh, so Vincent just said, popular things can't be woke because go woke, go broke. It doesn't fit their grand narrative. Yeah, exactly. There's also that. Whenever, I swear to God, they'll sometimes, like, bring out, like, the most woke games and then call them, like, an anti-woke success, and, like, anybody with a brain would just look at them and just kind of go, like, bro, really?
Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, so they have actually fired their whole DEI team.
Yeah. Channels, we are begging companies to go back to normal-ass video games. Stop pushing political agendas, just tell classic stories, stop inserting 2024 politics. And I gotta give them credit, they gave us what we've been asking for. It's not much, but it's a start. I'm not going to call The Great Circle based, but it feels like a classic return to focusing on fun in games, and there was barely a whiff of modern politics in the 25 hours I played. What this proves to me is that these woke developers are fully capable of making based video games, they are just simply choosing not to. And I think...
That... Huh?
Huh?
No. No. That has nothing... I don't think that really has anything to do with that.
Yeah,
See... The thing
is that some games can be good and some games can be bad. It doesn't matter what fucking developers there are. Like, let's put it this way.
Political.
Like, I feel like I need to mention right now. Remember back in his heyday when he would, like, bring up the game, like, The Great Rebellion, right? He would always bring that up as, like, this grand game that's going to kick the wokies' asses and whatnot. If you look at, like, their total, like, player count nowadays, it, like, teeters between 1 and 0.
Nice.
Like, The Great Rebellion is, like, the most dead of dead games.
Nice. But I will also say that is, I think, a single-player game. So, I mean...
Well, I mean, yeah, it is a single-player game, but again, I feel like but I feel like the fact that it was a game that was entirely, like, you know... it was entirely marketed off of being this huge anti-woke game that was going to kick the woke game's asses and be a massive anti-woke indie success. 2 players.
Exactly. Yeah, I will also say this as well.
Meanwhile, hang on, I want to bring up one of my favorite games.
It's kind of the opposite of Dustborn, where Dustborn was apparently, in accordance with at least the developers' responses, was that it was a response to 2016 policies, which is insane because the game was such a colossal failure. Holy shit. It's not Concord levels of bad, because you could still buy the game, but, like, bruh, it was real bad. And I don't think that it has anything to do with the politics. I don't think that any of the failures of a game has to do with, like, politics or anything like that. I always say that whatever the case may be, art in and of itself is complex. And the best kind of art is the art that you make with a clear vision in mind. Always. I will always say that if the artist themselves thinks that their vision is clear and thinks that their vision isn't meant for everyone, but they understand that they have a core audience that they need, that understands their vision and agrees with their vision. Hayao Miyazaki, cough. What was that? Oh, yeah. Anyway. But so long as you have a vision that is clear and very focused, instead of trying to appeal to everyone like most of the woke games try to do, then yeah, it's like, you remember The Incredibles, the game, like the video?
I do not.
Okay, well there's a thing in Incredibles where the main villain, who is named Syndrome, because I forget his other actual name, but Syndrome. His backstory is that he wanted to be Mr. Incredible's sidekick back in the day, but was soundly rejected.
Oh, yeah.
And then built him up to do this, and then was going to make himself the superhero, and then sell his gadgets to make everyone else a superhero. And the whole line that he says of when everyone's super, no one is, nice. Really, a peak of 85?
Yo, shout out to that
Here
one
it is!
person
The grand
playing.
anti-woke success, everybody!
A peak
85 players at its peak!
Fucking 5? What the fuck, dude?
Shout out to that one person still playing.
How much you want to bet that the one player that's currently playing at the moment is just the developer?
That's funny. I find that just so weird. Because what's weird about that is I believe the top for the like Dustborn was like what, 69 maybe? I forget the number specifically.
Nice.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was. I actually can't remember what the all-time peak of it was. Maybe it was more than that. I don't remember. In any case, what was I saying again? I was trying to make a point on... What the fuck was I saying?
I don't even remember, man.
I was saying something about fucking Dustborn. I don't remember anymore. I'm just... My point stands that it comes down to competency in terms of games. Like, to use Elden Ring and Dustborn as, like, an example, a true person... Oh, no, I remember now. When everyone's super, no one is. Which confuses people, because it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense, because if everyone has superpowers, then everyone's a superhero, which is like, no, that's not true, because superpowers are only superpowers because they're special. And when everyone is super, no one is. It can also be translated to when everyone's represented, no one is. How do I know this? Very simply. When you try to appeal to every single person in the world and try to make as wide of an audience as possible without a clear vision and without some sort of exclusive or some sort of thing, you tend to not draw an audience because it actually achieves the opposite effect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just look at any of the video games that try to be super fucking inclusive, apart from, say, a few handfuls, like, say, Overwatch, which still has some exclusive elements, but not really.
I just feel like pointing out the funny part that was just brought up in my server.
Yeah.
Concord had more players at its all-time peak than the Great Rebellion.
Yeah. Also, 69. Nice.
Nice.
Anyway, back to this.
Xbox might have held a gun to their head and told them this game needed to be somewhat based. Now, one caveat. I don't recommend buying this. I would play it on Game Pass for $5 or whatever so that Microsoft makes as little money as possible. They are an incredibly racist company that is actively discriminating against white men right now.
Considering the fact that they just fired their entire DEI initiative due to a restructure and, like, trying to make more money, I don't think that that's correct.
Yeah, that aged very poorly.
Yeah.
Much like your previous video.
Again, that aged so poorly, it's, again, a month or two out of date, because, like I said, that New York Post article and the Business Insider one came out in July of this year.
Bruh.
So, you know, maybe they're kind of listening to the consumer a bit more.
I think probably the only reason why he's railing so heavily against Xbox is because he's trying to distance himself from his old identity as an Xbox fanboy. Because we have to remember, he used to run the Andy Xbox channel where he was sucking that micro dick like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah. But what did he say again about the Xbox?
He apparently said something about it being incredibly racist or some shit.
I don't know.
It's extremely stupid and it didn't age well before the video even came out.
Yeah. Anyway.
They have not fired Avowed developer Matt Hansen, who went on Twitter and boldly proclaimed that he is refusing to hire white people. Dude is still working at the company. They also put this chick in charge of the next Halo game.
Where did he say this, though?
Well, here's the thing. He probably didn't. Either that or it's an extremely out-of-context tweet. Who the fuck even knows at this point? He doesn't bother to show anything.
The Avowed guy?
The Avowed guy. I think that's all he really said.
Avowed developer Matt Hansen, who went on
Matt
Twitter...
Hansen.
Oh, Matt Hansen. Okay, hold on.
Vincent just said that is a lie.
Nice. Let me just doubly confirm that. Let's see.
Also, I feel like I should just point out minor spelling mistake.
Okay. So it looks like... Oh, cool. This article from That Park Place takes Grum's retweet of Ian Michael Chihong's retweet of Matt Hansen of Matt Hansen Frames retweet of EW Nightmare retweet of a screenshot of Elon Musk in terms of that, and just says Matt Hansen, Obsidian art director, went to war with Elon Musk with avowed. Elon said it won't end well for them. Elon picks another of Matt Hansen's post tagging Microsoft CEO prior tweet about it.
Of course it's Grums.
It's so weird. So yeah, it all started over should not be acceptable in the company. Gaming industry to be racist and sexist against white guys. Feels like we're very close to some kind of singularity collapse here. Oh, Elon, you sweet summer child, this will only embolden me, you sad sack of shit. From Matt Hansen. And Ian Miles Chong says, the avowed art director at Obsidian Microsoft brags about being racist and sexist against white guys in the gaming companies. Are you fucking serious? So...
It's... Yeah, Vincent just said that it may have just been entirely just a huge bait tweet as well, so it's literally just
not only that, well, not only that, I think that I remember hearing about this where Matt Hansen said that more as a joke.
Yeah, these are the kinds of people that try to claim that people like myself can't handle a joke. Meanwhile, whenever people jokingly go after Elon, they're just like, I must defend his honor!
What's also weird is that he never said that.
Yeah, he just
he never said that he was admitting to illegal behavior, like, ever. It was just that he was making fun of Elon.
Yeah, literally, it's just...
What part of, oh, Elon, you sweet summer child, this will only embolden me, you sad sack of shit, does that at all imply that he is racist or sexist against white guys?
I think it's literally just my sources, I made it the fuck up.
But that's my question. Where does it come from? Because he's like, oh yeah, he just brags about being racist against it. Like, Matt didn't even say anything like that. He just said that this will only embolden me. As in, this will make me want to...
Yeah, all he did was just, like, lightly talk shit about Elon Musk, and that's about it.
What? I don't
get it. I honestly don't get it.
Fuck.
And boldly proclaimed that he is refusing to hire white people. Dude is still working at the company. They also put this chick in charge of the next Halo game despite never making a game in her life, but...
Once again, another spelling mistake.
Yeah.
Watai people. Ah, yes. My favorite kinds of people, the Watai people.
So... what I will also say in this context is I love the fact that he says, oh yeah, we're not going to be hiring all these other things, and yet fails to mention that I believe it wasn't the Dustborn guys, it was the main person from Sweet Baby Inc., as well as, but more specifically, the person who made, it was like a dating sim of some kind, where it was Represent, I think was the name of it, where it was a dating sim game where there was only like one white emo dude who was like supposed to be just the villain of the whole thing for some reason. I don't remember the specifics here. I'm a little tired. But
I honestly couldn't tell you
she said in an interview, that was a clip that was floating around for ages. She admitted on an interview in camera, full face, with her whole chest, saying that she will not hire white people because I don't want to misquote her because that'd be strange, but essentially because they think that they're the main characters, and even that is very much like. Point being, she admitted to adamantly not hire white people. She said that herself with her full chest in an interview. What they're taking out of context is him talking shit about Elon Musk, who Elon Musk was talking about sexism and racism in the thing, and I think that more of the implication is that because Elon Musk was upset about that it was like the more that you complain, the more that it emboldens me to continue, which people then assumed that he wasn't doing like hiring properly or whatever. Like I don't know. Like if it came out that he actually did not, if it came out that he actually did not have, that he had those hiring practices, right? And it actually came out about that. Don't you think that'd be like big fucking news?
Yeah.
Like huge news? It's so
but
weird.
like the only information on that one is from like some random fucking publication that is known for getting damn near everything wrong, and the only source is fucking Grums.
Yeah.
The source is fucking Grums. Immediately fucking discredited at that point. Motherfucker has insiders who are literally just himself and his two nuts that he has.
Oh, she wrote a paper in 2014 about how bad white men are, so obviously she's...
I'm sorry, but 2014? 10 fucking years ago, dude? We're talking about someone who made a thesis 10 fucking years ago. Okay. Who's to say that they even stand by it anymore? Like, what? Bro is grasping at so many fucking straws, it's insane.
By the way, where are you? Oh, there you are. I'm scrolling just because I'm
I say all this
on
to say
Twitter.
that I would not
through
blame you in the slightest for walking away from the Great Circle and never playing it, just because of how miserably woke Microsoft and Xbox are. And of course, Sony and PlayStation are just as bad. But given everything I just said, if we judge this solely on its own merits, and if you want to play a pretty good Indiana Jones game without any modern politics in it, this is actually not bad. It's that perfect play through it over the Christmas break type deal. So Todd Howard was very much in charge of this game, and despite 16 times of detail and Starfield pronouns, I keep hoping that the dude might be secretly based. I say this because the older Elder Scrolls games are very based and good, and if you've actually played them, you know...
I like how his only metric for whether or not a game is good is whether or not it's based, which is, once again, yet another one of those words that at this point has just lost all fucking meaning.
Yeah, it's also really funny how he continuously says like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't have any modern politics or anything like that." If
it's a fucking Indiana Jones game that's taking place in World War fucking II.
Essentially, like where are the modern politics and stuff like that? Like,
why would you?
I think again the whole reason why Starfield failed, in at least my opinion, because I actually played the game, the only reason why Starfield failed was because it tried to do too much.
I've also played Starfield, and in my personal opinion, the game was just really mid.
Yeah, like it wasn't bad. Like it really wasn't bad, and it had nothing to do
bad,
with like,
but
the
it
whole
wasn't
politics.
Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't particularly good either.
It to me was like a standard Bethesda game, which is fine. Like random shit Bethesda game, yes please. That sounds awesome. Like I still completed the game fully, and then the end game was just more of the same shit, and I'm like, I'm done here.
Seriously,
let's just go home.
Is there seriously another fucking indie furry game? Jesus Christ, my review series is going to go crazy. I still need to work on my Atlas review. Shit.
There's. Have you not heard of some of these?
No, I have not.
Yeah. Also, I find it funny because Lethal Company is also on that list.
Well, I mean, that one I'm not too surprised by. That one is already common knowledge, but like, holy shit.
That one's fucking cool though. Like I like that a lot, especially like the whole thing.
Yeah.
What I also find really funny though is there is one thing that all of those games actually have in common. They all look like they ran on the PS2 or PS1 era,
and they're all really good.
They're all really good. And people wonder why I like the meme of I want like games that are made for lower budgets with not as good graphics that are done by people who work less to get paid more. Like I want I agree with that meme. Like
exactly.
Those people deserve to make the games that they want to. Again, it comes back to the whole standard vision thing. Like Lethal Company was developed by like one dude, one vision, one thing. As long as you have that vision and people agree with your art, it's the way it goes. It's how our channels are built.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about. So perhaps we will see Todd revert to his former based 90s self, but for now he's got way too many gays working for him. All right, let's...
Dude, why is that it?
Pain.
You know, I don't even have anything clever to say about that one. I just feel like I'm just glad to see that some things just really never change with him.
Let's talk about the game. There are some Let's Plays of this game that go 13 hours long.
Hold on. Did you see that text?
Yeah, I saw that. Base, no, but it's pretty good.
Brother. I'm gonna be honest though, that indie music hits hard.
Yeah, I haven't heard that theme in a while, and that brings me back.
Yeah. Anyway.
Cutscene only videos go 5 hours long. So suffice to say, The Great Circle is pretty much like playing a movie, and you're going to need to be into that. And the cinematics are honestly the best part about this game. They're incredibly well acted. They're just as good as anything Sony is putting out. And this main German guy, bruh, dude, this guy is a psychopath, but they are so good.
God, stop.
Point.
But also, once again, world's crunchiest fucking JPEG.
I agree too. But yeah,
Can this guy like have one screenshot where it doesn't look like it literally went through a diarrhea filter? Like, holy shit!
Yeah, I will also say this. He says like it's one of the creepiest villains I've ever seen in a game. Have you not played Wolfenstein? Like the one Wolfenstein game? I don't know if it was the first or the second one, but BJ is like sitting on a train with like a mother and a son who's in the like regime, and they're playing cards. Or what about the doctor in that same game where he takes the brain of one of your allies that you made as a decision at the start of the movie and puts it into a robot that is now trying to kill you in the final hours of the game? Like, what the hell? Like, but this guy's a psychopath. I mean, to each their own, but like I just find that really funny.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Good at making you hate him that my hat is off to them. I'm honestly just glad villains still exist in video games. The broken homosexuals who made the Amazon Lord of the Rings and the new Wicked show are trying to make you think, oh, there aren't bad people. You just need to hear their side of the story.
Whoa!
Emmerich Voss is...
No, fuck off. First of all, fuck off. Second of all, fuck you. Third of all, Wicked... Okay, I'm gonna be honest and say, number one, I have a little bias towards Wicked, mainly because I saw Wicked on Broadway, on like a field trip to New York City. I saw it live. It's a fantastic show, and it was originally a play, not a movie, you dumbass. Secondly, the play and the film, from what I've heard from someone who's actually seen both, follows very similarly to the same, like, stories. Like, it follows the very same story. And the play following the movie, or the play, it's not... I don't know how to explain this without having to go into, like, an entire plot synopsis, which I don't want to do. But it's not girl bossing at fucking all. It is just a play from the perspective of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
In high school, if I remember correctly, in Oz. It is fucking stupid. It's like Maleficent. Have you ever seen Maleficent?
Yeah.
It's that, but like in a play. I don't know why that made me unnecessarily angry, and I hate that.
Oh.
It's like, oh, it's not like this. It didn't have any modern politics in it. Like, that's the worst part about that shit.
Again, I think it's just another case of this guy probably just not knowing anything at all of what the fuck he's even talking about.
Yeah, he knows
pure evil, and he's a Nazi, and the Nazis were evil. So it's good to see a pure evil character on screen.
Whoa, hey, buddy, that's a pretty hot take on your department right there.
Exactly.
I mean, have you seen the responses to that one Kotaku post? Apparently a lot of people are upset that you're punching Nazis in the game. So that's a spicy take right there. Better not let...
the German soldiers, at the time when the German soldiers were fucking evil as fuck, decided to then, make them as accurate as possible to be fucking evil as fuck. Especially when you consider the fact that you said earlier that the Germans in the original movie were based on a section
They were based off
regime.
of an actual section of that regime.
That was essentially the cult. So it's like, you wonder why he's evil.
Like, the thing is that I knew that, like, the main antagonist, like, as I grew up, I learned, I at least kind of knew that the main antagonists of, like, at least, like, the first movie were basically Nazis. I didn't know that they were actually based off of an actual regime until I saw, like, a mini Minuteman video. In which he basically goes like, oh yeah, by the way, these guys, that's who Indiana Jones is specifically beating up. And the fact that it was actually based off of something like that is just even cooler, I think.
Yeah, badass. Anyway.
And the game doesn't even try to give him a redemption arc at all. The gameplay at its simplest is like Firewatch or Soma. Lots of walking around, taking photos of things, solving puzzles, and picking up clues. The other side of the coin is the stealth and the combat sections where you are fighting and avoiding groups of soldiers.
Again, please, use a fucking screenshot that isn't bit crushed to hell!
Yeah, I agree.
One more bit crushed screenshot and I'm ending the fucking video. Jesus.
Don't do
that. If you really love Indiana Jones, want to play an interactive movie, can stomach the first-person perspective, and are okay with a bit of walking simulator-ish gameplay, this is the one for you. However, if you were hoping for loads of action...
the first-person perspective?
What's wrong with
what the fuck does that mean?
I honestly don't even know. I feel like he's just trying to throw out as many negative words out there so that way he doesn't come across as somebody who's trying to change his opinion because of it's become lay popular.
So here's the thing as well. The first-person perspective to some people might be like, oh, why are you doing the first-person perspective and stuff? But number one, he said earlier that this was the people that were doing Wolfenstein, which is a first-person game, which they know really well, and this game is more or less 90% of what I think is based on the same engine or within the same engine, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to create an entirely new engine for a new game or whatever. But secondly, you know for a fucking fact that there are a particular group of people, PlayStation fanboys, who would look at it, and if it wasn't a third-person perspective most of the time, would say, oh, why'd you copy Uncharted?
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, they present... Who the hell doesn't want to, like, see your fist connecting with the face of the dude in a first-person perspective, or use, like, the whip in first person? That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, just from a, from a personal perspective, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, it honestly does look pretty cool. Also, I find it funny that, like, whenever he, like, talks about certain games, he doesn't use any gameplay of him actually playing said game. Like, right now, he's just using, like, a trailer. He's just using the trailer for the game, I think. He's not using any of his own gameplay, and I think any kinds of, like, screenshots that he has are either screenshots that other people took that, for some reason, he threw into a fucking blender, or screenshots that he took himself that he threw into a fucking blender.
Yeah.
Loads of guns, or an open world to explore, this is not the game for you. I would compare the action here to the stealth segments from Wolfenstein 2014, although they did do a few things to beef up that formula. First off, you rarely encounter firearms, so your only options for weapons are what you find lying around. This makes it feels like an Indiana Jones movie, I think. RPGs always let you know a weapon is stronger with stats. Sword level 1, sword level 2, sword level 3, but weapons...
Yeah, but it's not a fucking RPG.
In the Great Circle work a bit like...
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's a different genre entirely. And this is a first-person action game.
Also, what the fuck is... Again, first of all, another bit crushed to fucking hell screenshot, but what is this, a fucking Minecraft resource pack?
I don't know.
This looks like a Minecraft resource pack. I could see that. Wooden sword,
Minecraft
stone sword, iron, gold, diamond, and netherite. Like,
Well, I
bro.
actually think that the first...
Bedrock.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. The first one is a wooden sword. Because I'm like, wait, isn't gold on there then? But I saw the golden sword more to the other side. But yeah, I can see that, yeah. RPG
Yeah, but
swords.
I have a feeling that this is like a Minecraft resource pack, and honestly, it looks kind of cool.
Minecraft if it was realistic.
The underrated weapon system from Dead Rising 1, where a beach umbrella beats a chair every time. A broom? Sure, you can hit a dude with that, but it will break. A hammer is obviously better. But an ivory bust from the 1800s is even better, and it shattering it on a Nazi's head is going to be a good time. I found myself picking up weapons...
Let's just hit him with it then.
So here's the thing.
Friendly fire
you
will
remember
not
how
be
you
tolerated.
remember how you said that it looks like a Minecraft sword, Minecraft swords?
Yeah.
It is.
Knew it.
Yeah.
Sandy's right again.
It is a resource pack.
I fucking knew it.
Minecraft isn't even an RPG.
It's
dude.
literally
This guy's so
called
clueless.
RPG Sword Pack Volume 1.
I knew it. I knew it.
So,
I
yeah.
could smell
Go
the
ahead, just look it up.
Minecraft through the screen, even through the pixelation, even through the bit crushioning that he fucking put it through,
Yeah.
the blender, the fucking ceiling fan that he dragged it through. I could smell the Minecraft.
Yeah, by the way, I know
I
that
could
you said...
smell it.
I'm gonna just send you the link. I know that you said that it was like he's taking a screenshot of it. Look at the screenshot on the actual store page.
Yeah, let me see this. I'm pretty sure it's...
Like, it's... To be fair, it's about the same size. But look at it.
Well, I mean, it's at least in higher fidelity than 2 fucking pixels.
Exactly. So I think that that's one where he actually took his own screenshot from it or took it off of the internet or whatever.
I highly doubt that he actually saved the image himself. He probably did the old, clipping tool method, which is probably one of the reasons why it's, like, so fucking pixelated that it actually rivals Minecraft.
No, that's not even fair. I do that. Like, I use the snipping tool all the time.
Same here, and
there.
it doesn't end up becoming so bit crushed that it looks like it was part of a Minecraft resource pack. Like,
it's so weird.
Like, is Bro's clipping tool literally, like, hard-boiled? Like, what is he using?
It might also be that it's set to 4K, and then the image just gets downgraded to 1080p for whatever reason.
Could be that, but, like, why doesn't he just, like... It's just... Ugh. It just doesn't... It just looks so off-putting, especially compared to, like, the 4K resolution that we have with, like, the trailers, and then it goes to, like...
Yeah, it's
fucking,
really strange.
It goes back down to, like, y'all got any more of them pixels?
It's based on the amount of cranial damage they will do. When you don't have a weapon, Indy's fist will have to do, and the punching minigame is pretty satisfying. You also have Indy's ever-present whip by your side, and you can just endlessly pop dudes with it, and that's pretty fun. I played Great Circle on medium difficulty and honestly found it way too easy. I think it could have done with a bit more difficulty, but probably most players just wanted to enjoy the story. Getting around with Indiana can be a little complicated.
that's a little bit. I can agree with that a little bit. Like if the medium difficulty is that a little too easy, but that also, it also just because I like nerding out about this stuff a little bit. It does also bring into mind that. If you find a thing too easy, it might be because your speed, movement, and mechanical understanding, the 3 pillars that I call them of game design, have increased in terms of your personal skill level. So
yeah.
At times, the game uses an actual paper map that you hold out in.
For fuck's sake!
That's cool. No, but like that's cool. Like it uses an actual paper map that you have to fucking figure shit out about. Like that's cool.
It looks really cool, but I feel like I should just. I'm getting sick and tired of the bit crushed fucking screenshots, dude.
I agree as well. Come on, we're only like halfway through this. Let's actually get through this.
God, I'm about to vomit a bit crushed screenshot if I see another one.
In front of you, and you show up as an arrow on the map physically in front of you. But there was more than one time in the game where I had not discovered the map for an area yet, so you have literally no idea where you're going. I want to talk a bit about the story in this game, and you can decide.
So like every other olden style video game from back in the day where you had to discover the map, like you had to do the same thing in Doom, if I remember correctly. Like you had to find the map area in Doom and do that. And it also makes sense in terms of Indy because he is a very good navigator in his head. Like he would still need to use a map for the general area, and finding a map, unless it's like specifically told, I don't know. Maybe you just don't know how to find a map. I don't know. I just like the paper map thing. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
If it's too,
Good
quote,
mechanic.
woke. The game starts with the exact opening from the Raiders of the Lost Ark, except it's semi-interactive. If the game had gone woke, you know they would have made the two guys helping Indy at the beginning white or something, but they didn't, so that's a good sign so far. Next, we cut to Marshall College, where Indiana is a professor and there's been a break-in. You hear him mutter under his breath, kids, and then vagrants. Dude is a grumpy old man, and I'm here for it. While the voice...
What?
So wait, you
Hold
were
on.
upset that Indy was a grumpy old man in one of the movies, but apparently here it's...
in the movie where he's a senile, quote, a senile old cuck, if I remember correctly.
Double standards, ladies and gentlemen, is the
Yeah.
that is the phrase of today whenever we're covering Andy Pants. Double standards.
Yeah, also, this is apparently supposed to be between Temple of Doom and the third movie from that era.
Yeah, he's
of
not
him.
that much of an old man.
Plus, he also says kids and vagrants, which, I mean, yeah, they're breaking into the school. Obviously, he would assume that it's the kids in his class for some reason.
Yeah.
Voice acting by Troy Baker in the game is really good. You do get the sense he's using every ounce of energy to hold his voice in a monotone like this. So inevitably, the voice acting just lacks range, in my opinion, and you can tell it's not Harrison Ford, of course. Marcus was another character I was pleased to...
Jesus! This one's even worse!
That's so bad.
What is this?
That's so... Okay, that's genuinely disgusting. It's so... Jesus Christ.
I need to step away for a second to process that fucking horrible screenshot. Wow.
By the way, anyone running Sanity Bingo, walking away from the desk. Yeah. Sanity Bingo, by the way, he's walked out of the room. So put that on your bingo card. Anyone got bingo yet? I think there's definitely if you're also marking it off on your bingo cards, you also got a Sanity yelling into the void for no reason. Very long tangents that don't go anywhere. That's another good one for your bingo cards. Game Penguin jump scare. That one's another like newer one. I'm not sure how many people would have that on their cards. Anyone got bingo yet? I know at least probably some of you do. I can't check the chat because I don't have things up right now.
But seriously, these pixels. I could probably count them.
Yeah, but I
see,
also so look at the top corner, by the way.
Oh yeah, I
Other
see
game
that.
makes him a black lesbian. Like again, it's one of those things. Have you ever heard the old saying of assuming something?
Yeah.
It makes an ass out of you and me.
But I also feel like I should just mention, wow, the one joke that he has.
Turn into a black girl boss lesbian, more good signs. As he's leaving for Italy, Marcus tells Indy, "You can't run away from your problems." Indy responds, "Watch me." Very toxic masculinity of him, and I support it. The game's intro to combat in your first...
Fuck? Can't... But... How... Explain to me, right? How the fuck is that toxic masculinity?
Yeah, I honestly don't get it either, but the fact that apparently a good aspect of the game is supposed toxic masculinity is just, again...
Yeah. It's not even that it is, it's not toxic masculinity, that's the thing. That is another just Indiana Jones or, like, the adventurer type trope. Like, have you ever played any of the Uncharted games? Like, that's literally what Nathan Drake does half the time.
Yeah,
you can't run away from your problems. Watch me. It's like, what the fuck? Anyway, you can go on.
Wait, hang on! Again, this is a bit of an unrelated meme, but I feel... This really is just Destiny 2 in a nutshell. They would try to pull something like this. The evil game sale plus 65%. We have a 50% on. We're going into debt.
Mission involves scaling the walls of Vatican City, and this is where you meet your homie Antonio, a priest. So this is another kind of based thing about this game, is that you dress up as a priest for the game's first 2 hours, and nowhere does this game disparage or mock Christianity at all. In fact, I would say Great Circle has a great deal of respect for religion, which was nice to see. Indy even says, "God be with you," as he's passing people, and even quotes scripture at several points. The whole first area of the game involves you sneaking around Vatican City, getting a camera, and basically solving archaeological puzzles. About halfway through Vatican City,
but this game was made by a Satanist. That's yeah.
Yeah, this game was made by a Satanist. Remember?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I just don't even get. I don't even think I have to watch the rest of this, do I?
I actually want to see what he says on this, because.
All right, fine. We'll suffer through like another minute.
Meet the main chick from the game, Gina. She's a reporter pretending to be a nun, and you are an explorer pretending to be a priest. Indiana immediately sniffs her true identity out, and this tendency to lie about who you are kind of brings them together. Aside from her feminist haircut, and there will be times you'll look at her and just be like, ugh, she's not hot. But I would say in general, Gina is pretty attractive, so that was nice to see.
Wow. What the fuck?
I swear, this like persona that Andy Pants puts on, it makes me think that he's the kind of person who would probably unironically play the Half-Life 2 cinematic mod.
Dude.
If you don't know what I mean by that, all I have to say is fully rendered Alex Vance coochie.
So let me get this straight. Indiana, who is pretending to be a priest in order to get information, finds someone else pretending to be a nun who's trying to get information, who's an investigative reporter, and very, like, relationship-wise, they very much have similar personality matrices or whatever. They connect and decide to go along together, comparing notes on the game, and because she is mildly attractive, that's not woke?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Do you smell toast? I smell toast.
My brain is just melting at this point. That's really all I have to say.
All right, we have like 2 minutes. Let's actually finish this out. We have 2 minutes left of this.
All right.
Because we are in 2024, the game definitely has some girl boss stuff here in the character of Gina, but thankfully she never competes with your role as the male lead of the game and the story. Predictably, the two of you fall in love, and it's a pretty good romance story. I would compare their dynamic to Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie in Mr. and Mrs. Smith from 2005, kind of two badass people who complement each other in different ways. It's pretty good. You're not going to see that Dial of Destiny garbage where the new chick is constantly upstaging Indiana. This is more of a deal where the two of you are partners and help each other out and sometimes double-cross each other.
Yeah, again, because this is taking place between the first and the third movie. Of course, you probably wouldn't know that because I highly doubt that he's actually played the fucking game.
Well, I mean, that was actually his... Or it looked like that was actually his gameplay of him in Vatican City. But more specifically, again, neither of us have seen the actual newest movie from it, but I don't think that that's what even happens in the new movie.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet in classic Andy Pants fashion, he just made it the fuck up.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's real weird.
The game is a nice return to form... Dragon Age. Anyway, it's a nice return to the original films, and thankfully they have left Dial of Destiny in the dust because that Girl Boss movie was awful. There was a couple scenes in the game where I was
because it's later in the timeline, first of all.
Once again, minor spelling mistake. Can he spell anything correctly?
As someone with dyslexia, it's very hard to spell, so...
Well... As far as I know, I don't think Andy Pants has fucking dyslexia, so I mean...
like also this,
you at least get a pass because you have a fucking disorder that prevents that kind of shit. I'm pretty sure this man is at least somewhat able-bodied and is still fucking up his spelling.
The thing is, it's not like a thing that prevents me from doing it. It's more of just...
Well, it's difficult.
It increases the difficulty. I would never use it as like a thing, because I've actually I had a short that I was working on for someone, and I misspelled the word America.
Oh,
I live in the location. Yeah, I think I spelled it like America.
Ooh.
And I'm like, ew,
wait a minute, that's not right.
Yeah, and it took roughly 3 months, and someone else, because that was sent to a different person who also didn't correct the spelling. And like the third person that I showed it to, who was a friend of mine, they're like, "Did you mean to misspell this word?" I'm like, Damn it!
Just say, hey, did you intend for that to happen? Fuck!
Yeah, because the whole point of it, at least in that context, was the person was saying like only in America because that something stupid happened in America, where they were trying to restart a boat engine with hairspray and it went bang.
Oh. That already sounds like a terrible fucking idea.
Yeah, and so I think that they brought up like, I think I brought up in the main video of like maybe this was in Florida, because that just seems like something that would happen.
Yeah, that does sound like a Florida thing to happen. I wouldn't be surprised. Were there any like visible alligators?
They were what seemed to be in like a swampy-like area.
Yep, Florida. That 100% happened in Florida. If the hairspray if trying to restart a fucking boat with hairspray wasn't already clear enough, that sounds like something that would happen in Florida. If it happens in a swamp, it's Florida. It's Florida.
Yeah. Anyway.
Man, they really made her look not hot. There's also kind of a girl boss character you meet later on who's the leader of her tribe or whatever. The main bad guys in the movie are, of course, the Nazis, and this dude, Emmerich Voss, is the main bad guy who is chasing you for the entire game. Whoever did his voice acting did an incredible job. So in closing, I don't really have much more to say about this. You might be asking, do they spring some gay nonsense on you 10 hours in right at the end of the game? Does Gina reject you for her trans girlfriend? Does Emmerich Voss come out as trans and deliver a sermon about pronouns? Thankfully, the answer to all of this is no. The entire game very closely sticks to the script.
Okay, I think we can end it there. That is
I think I've already...
That is it. That's it. I'm done.
I've seen enough.
Fuck that. Jesus Christ, that is...
I have seen enough.
Awful.
I guess, once again, classic Andy Pants fashion, it is a complete fucking mess. But, that at least, rounds that off. Now, let's see here. What shall I do in terms of games? Because I did find a very interesting Ultra Kill mod that I want to play, but I'm not sure if I want to play it on this stream, considering that on the last stream I played Ultra Kill. So I don't want to overdo it.
There's still, like, a lot of games that I still want you to play, but just don't got.
Yeah.
Abiotic Factor.
Trying to see here.
On sale, by the way? Because they did have their Christmas update for the Abiotic Factor. Oh, man. It's like $25. Still would recommend. It's Half-Life 1, but a survival game.
I know,
which I think would be really cool.
Let me see here. Goofy Half-Life 2 maps? No. Maybe another time, but not today. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do the funny Ultra Kill mod that I found. Why not? Because I found a pretty interesting one. It's called Overkill. Funnily enough.
There's also Delta Force and the Finals that I still want you to play.
But I have a couple or not a couple games. I have a funny mod that I ended up finding not too long after I finished yesterday's stream. And it describes itself as it adds in roguelike elements into Ultra Kill, so let's see what it has in store for us.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna go. I have other things that I was doing, so I'm gonna just wait to talk about that Andy Pan stuff. But it's just it's real bad. Anyway, I'm off.
See ya. Alright, so let's see here. What is going on with that? Okay. Now, I did tweak a couple of the settings, so that way it at least functions as intended. Or at least how I think it should be intended. So, here we go. Ah! Fuck! Oh, shit. Let's see here. What do we got here? Sawed-on shotgun. Increase the recharge speed of your sawed-on shotgun. What is this one? Killing enemies now has a chance of dropping either a dual wield or health supercharge power-up. They might also drop mines instead. There's also a tiny chance the drop power-up is less violent. You know what? I'll go with that one. That one sounds funny. Already starting off pretty strong here in terms of power-ups. Shit! Fucking hell. Crowd now cheers for your enemies. Reduce the amount of style rank loss when taking damage by 20%. Increase the chances of an upgrade for your Knuckle Blaster to appear. Nuke from orbit. I'll go with that one since that's the only one that I could perceive as any kind of helpful. Alrighty. Whoa, shit! Well, there's the mines, I guess. Oh, fuck. Static buildup. The recharge rate of your rail cannon is reduced to 0. City gain charge by moving on the ground. I see. Piercer's charge shots zap all shot targets for 150% of its beam damage. You know what? I'll take that. That sounds fun. Whoa! Fuck! Alright. Well, we're already cooking. Mainly played this mod on Cybergrind. Oh, we're doing the full campaign with this one because it sounds fun. Jesus fucking Christ! Increases the number of split shots. Ooh. You know, I'll go with that one. Take care of that. Wow. Of course, that's the one that drops the health power-up. Style XP gained is increased by 50%. You gain 1 reroll every time you level up. However, for... Ooh. You know what? I'll take that one, assuming that it has a cap to it. I would hope that has a cap to it and it just doesn't cause the enemies to become fucking invincible. Fuck, alright. I have no idea what that one does, but it sounds cool. We also have... Oh, what the fuck? How did I miss that? Fuck. Alright, so we got that going. How do I, I didn't expect it to... Oh. Oh, OBS just lost connection there. What the fuck? Okay, I guess the stream died for a second there. Let's, turn that off, because I guess... Oh, shit! Getting rarity upgrades, or what is this one? Increase your stamina regeneration. I'll take that one. For fuck's sake, can I stop? I think I made a mistake choosing Leak. I made a mistake choosing Leak, of all things. Maybe I shouldn't have chose that one. Imagine how powerful you're going to be at the end of this. Ultra Fish. Let's see here. I'll take that one. Just purely so that way I'm not, like, drowning the entire time. Oh! Did I, like, spawn, like, 5 fucking... What was that? What the fuck was any of that shit? Alright, what do we got? Invasion V2. V2 can now spawn as a unique enemy. Why? I'll take that one, I guess. Max HP. Ooh. Decisions. I think I'll take the health increase, fuck it. How did I miss that one? Fucking hell. Also, apparently I got a health increase. I don't know what the hell happened there. Take care of that problem. Whee! Alright. So far having a good deal of fun with this. Shit. Oh, what the hell? Gravity anomaly. Gravity randomly changes between waves. Good thing V1 got those magnetic anchor boots. All enemies now have a 20% chance to be sandified. You can now also be sandified for 30 seconds, giving you additional 100 health on top of the already existing effect. You are also healed to full, but all healing is prevented for its duration. You know what, I'll take that one, and... I'll take that one as well. Because I do like the SRS rocket launcher. Whee-hoo! So you should always pick the invasions whenever you can for the funny. Fucking hell. Shit! The fucking mines are just giving me flashbacks to literally yesterday. When there were like legions of mines coming after me every 5 seconds. Alright, what do we got here? I don't think I should be doing secret levels, at least for this run, purely because not a whole lot of them involve, like, actually fighting anything. That takes care of that problem. That takes care of that problem. What the fuck just happened there? Found the best horror game to ever exist? Oh dear god, what could you have possibly found? Oh, what the hell? Damage up, marksman revolver. I think I'll take marksman revolver, because I use that one a lot whenever I play. Oops, wrong one. Keep on using the wrong fucking thing. Yeehaw! P rank as well. The Upturned. The hell? Alright, what do we got here? I think I'll just take that one. What's your wallet? I mean your dual wheel power up. I think I'll increase the level of that one. That one sounds cool. Fuck off. Dual wheel, yay! That was one of the few times in which I think a mine actually kind of helped me there. I'm already at 99% to level 11. Oh! Ooh. I get the Mr. Fister one. Increases the mass of your jumpstart nail gun and the saw gun by 30 times. Ooh. I could either go Mr. Fister. I'll take that one. Jesus fucking Christ with the mines! That takes care of that problem, I guess. I keep on forgetting that they can parry rockets in midair. But I did it. Still got a P rank. I still got a P rank. Look at me go. Oh, shit. Increases all damage you deal by 30%. Having line of sight with an enemy for 1.2 seconds, any damage you deal to that enemy is reduced substantially. Well, that's fucking dumb. Wait, where did I get a dual wield? What the fuck? Alright. Got more power-ups here. Check Nova because I just saw an ad I didn't expect. Alright. Can I please, like, fucking... Can I please? Jesus Christ. That's not what I wanted to grab. Oh my god! What the fuck just happened there? Oh! Take care of that problem right there. Jesus fucking Christ. Enough with the mines! Alright, what do we got here? I'm invincible. You gain full invincibility for 0.35 seconds when dashing, but you lose 1 stamina bar permanently upon picking this upgrade. I'll take that one. I'd rather reduce the amount of style I lose. Ho ho! Fucking hell! Whatever, I'll take that one. Whoa! Get that shit out of here. Get that ass banned. I didn't even mean to do that. That's just funny. Alrighty, here we go. I love Risk of Ultra Kill. True. Soon enough, we'll be reaching the moon. Easiest collapse of my life. Let's go. I'm just gonna select that one. I'm getting sick of the value drift ones. Well, that was easy. Is there a lore reason why Flesh goes source engine moment upon their what? Ah, shit! Fine, I'll take the leak. There. Oh, shit. Alright, well. Give me the health boost, baby! I'm at 130 max health, what the fuck? Man, the Grand City of Lust seems rather flooded today. Off on the I-9, we're currently experiencing a bit of flooding as of right now. We have no idea what the fuck is currently happening right now, and we're about as lost as everybody else currently here in the Lust Lair. I hope you weren't expecting a fucking coherent answer, because I don't have one for you, Jim. It's just flooded, and the corpse of what the fuck? I'm sorry. Was that a fucking homing attack that just came at me? Eat my dick! And it's flooding again! About as lost as the rest of you guys right now. I don't know what's happening anymore in the Lust Lair. I'm sorry, but what could possibly still be alive? You! You were supposed to be ultra killed. I didn't even intend for that to happen. Jesus Christ. Lust looking a lot like the Wrath Layer. Oh, does that mean I have to re-level up all over again? Jesus Christ. Alright, what do we got here? Fuck out of here. How did I miss that? Gotcha, bitch! Oh, hang on, what do we got in here? Oh, right, this was just a secret orb spot. Never mind. I didn't even mean to do that. That was just all skill. I don't even know if that was the last enemy right there. Take care of that problem. How the fuck? Take care of that problem as well. Kidding me? 3% off from being able to level up. And I didn't get every kill? What? What did I miss? Oh, wait, I think I know what I missed. I missed what was inside the house. Oh my god, stop giving me this shit. Fine, I'll take unfinished business. I don't even care anymore. Gotcha, bitch.
I'm incredibly disturbed.
Where's the last enemy? Oh, down there apparently. What?
I am very incredibly disturbed.
How?
I realized that there is a thing called Incredible Gassy.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
I don't think I want to know.
It's a morbidly obese Mr. Incredible who wears all green, and I think you can understand the next part.
Yeah, that's enough. I've heard enough.
Yeah. It's disgusting. Like the size of the card.
Fuck you, asshole! Fuck you, asshole!
You and the asshole wants to say fuck. It's just a district. It's just a shitstorm.
Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, motherfucker.
Did you see Jack Black's new movie? It was like really bad. Apparently. I've never seen it and I don't know anything, quite frankly. I'm too afraid to see what it is.
Finally, I got a level up. Jesus Christ.
Well, you're not playing Ultra Events anymore, okay.
No, this one is called Overkill.
Oh, that sounds awesome. What does that do?
Said I thought this mod was best used in Cybergrind. I don't care. I think it's funny to do a campaign full of it.
You think it's good for Cybergrind? Well, fuck you. Fuck Cybergrind, bro. All my homies hate Cybergrind.
I'll take Mr. Fister, I guess.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Why don't you Cybergrind your cock against a door and slam
So my
it as
two
well?
weapons are a rocket launcher and this. Well, maybe I made a mistake. This is a dumb fucking selection, but you know what? I'll see what I can do.
Oh, I forgot there was a rocket launcher. Wait, was it? Wasn't it like a pressure gun in Ultra Kill?
What?
I think never mind.
Are you
I'm
stupid?
getting... a bit. If I have to be completely honest. Sending you got Luigi to the CEO. Oh yeah, Luigi Mansion. I mean, who fucking cares about a CEO? The government wants more money from the CEO, and that's why they care more. If it was just a regular working class person, they wouldn't give two fucks. Would they?
Well, that didn't give me that much experience. Probably because, again, I'm only using 2 fucking weapons! Fuck am I supposed to do with these? What is this loadout that decide to stick me with?
Shoot them, you fucking idiot. God gave you weapons and you must use them. Now turn the insanity into something creative before it, what was the quote? Before it, Now wait, at least we can rest knowing that there isn't going to be 4 kings of Sisyphus.
That's Minos, not Sisyphus, you idiot.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. My situational awareness is already bad, but this is getting even worse.
Fuck.
But at least I know that the corpse of King Sisyphus doesn't exist because he's been fucking beheaded.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he has little old head.
Had to parry him to death because this selection of weapons is complete ass for the corpse of King Minos.
I mean, it's still fun to parry him to death.
It really is.
I think that's kind of the whole point of the boss. You gotta parry the punch. Also, you got P rank.
Yeah, I know. I'm just that good.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. Gabriel would have a weird session. What would it be?
I don't want to answer that. Like, ever.
I'll answer it for you, buddy. Should I, like, just take the stream? I'm just gonna take that. Okay. I think Gabriel would have, like, a phrase.
Enough.
No, okay, yeah, I was just about to say, this is enough. I do not need to keep
Oh, fine, we'll do Minos Prime, cause why not?
Did you know in the UK we call him Minos, but I prefer Minos.
Time to punch Minos in the penis until he dies.
Yippee!
I think I'll just take Parry Machine, because it's literally the only one that doesn't interfere with this boss fight.
Yeah, because you can parry all of his attacks, I mean all.
Well, almost all of his attacks.
You can't.
That's Sisyphus.
I know, I just wanted to say it. I know what. I know what. Fatty, adopted, fatty, no parents.
I get dual wields.
Oh no.
Shit!
So does this just like kind of randomize the game?
Okay, well, restarting that. What the fuck? Whee!
Oh, Is it weird that I'm getting the Gift Shop plus change for Christmas?
What? Not a single word of what you just said was even comprehensible or understandable.
Okay, is it weird that I'm getting the plush of the Tiger Shot for Christmas? You know the game changed?
Why?
Because I like the design, that's it. mean, it's changed, so kind of. So, yeah. Wait, Rusty, don't you have a mic? Or is it just... I mean, I'm not defending Dragon Snow, because I remember, I distinctly remember reading that they drew, like, Shotokan, which is very bad. For those unaware...
I win!
For the... Oh, For those unaware, Shotokan is like male lolicon. And that is...
P-rank, baby!
Yippee! You punched Minos in the penis and you fucking died.
I parried his Pinos.
Okay.
Machine, turn back now.
So what's going on with Emmett's page?
Not much, nor do I care.
Yeah. It's kind of
I
like
don't know if
sort of
Destructor is still working on his video on the guy, but whatever.
Isn't Destructor Mr. Gamer?
What? No.
Sorry, I got it wrong. I swear I thought the voices sounded similar. Because, you know, like the video of online dating parents when we were watching it, I just thought the voices sounded slightly similar, but... Sorry, Mr. Gamer, to mix up. Andy Destructor. Anyway, I would have probably... I think... Oh, Gabriel! Machine, I like wearing thigh highs and skirts.
You are less than nothing.
Sanity?
Huh?
Have you played Divine Delivery yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what it is. I'm reading Rusty's message. What moment was in Metal Gear Rising was the fuck you asshole?
Pink.
What? How
Oh, Gabriel going racist.
P-rank, bitch.
Wait, he's bent over. Actually, not. No, no. Forget I said anything. You will sail. No go anymore than paper. So, when you were saying like, "What the fuck," what was that in response to?
What?
What was that in response to when you were saying "what the fuck" earlier? When you were watching the Andy Panties video?
Just watch the clip.
Okay. Oh God, that's disgusting.
Told ya, I warned ya.
You didn't warn me, you told me. That's creepy, dude. I think it's like a bad taste in my mouth. Bye, Rusty. Bye, have a great time.
Shit. You know what? Fine. We'll have greed. Shit. What the fuck?
Or what? Why is there like a...
Why did I think that that was bad?
What? Why did you flood it? What have you done?
I selected leak because I thought it would be funny.
You idiot. Now you've angered the gods and now they're striking you down.
I like to be able to fucking parry, please. I had the wrong weapon equipped. I solved that problem.
You sure did, buddy. By the way, Sanity, there's a thing that I've been... Wait. You know that thing I put in video suggestions?
No, I don't.
You know the thing about that one animator who did like the weird content?
Aww.
The one that made like fetish content towards kids.
Oh, right. Yeah, that guy.
Because that's been bugging me for ages, the fact that they somehow managed to get their channel back, like, nasty. And I think the sheer fact that nobody's talking about it is just, what the fuck, YouTube? And none of their videos are age restricted either. That's the thing about their videos, none of them are age restricted. That's what's crazy about it. Even though it's like obvious fetish content. What was your first introduction to Overkill?
Huh?
Just curious, what was your first introduction to Overkill?
I don't know, I just was gifted the game and decided to try it out.
Oh, I think my one was with memes. I didn't really get it, so I just looked at a video on the look.
Oh, right, I can't oil up underwater, I forgot.
It changes order with Buddy Holly by Visa.
What?
Wait, I forgot that the only mod I made for Overkill was a shit post that changes order with Buddy Holly by Weezer.
Why?
That makes me think of that one image I have that I made on my phone of Minos Prime Weezer. I'll put it in memes.
Is that Weezer? Is that Weezer? Is that Weezer? Is that Weezer?
Shut up. We get it.
Hang on, let me quickly check. What did I get pinged in? What is this?
And thy punishment is death.
Here it is.
Coin.
Look in memes, whatever the fuck. Look in memes.
What the fuck? Why is it displaying that I have 17,000 dislikes on the stream? There's no fucking way.
Oh, he who must not be named has struck back.
No, I just fucking highly doubt that. There's no chance in hell.
Struck back.
No,
Then it would probably become one of the most disliked videos ever.
Yeah, no, it's not displaying 17,000. What the fuck is up with your dislike extension?
It's tweaking like shit, dude.
No, not enemies. Nail gun. Give me my saws. Delay the inevitable.
I can't believe Prima. Wait.
I'll increase my movement speed, I guess.
I can't believe premarital sex with your PS5 ASMR is lost media, guys. Sad Wario image.
What?
It's in quote thyself. Also, look at me.
No, I can't right now. I'm in the middle of a level.
Okay, fair enough. It's just me no squeezer. By the way, I made this. Wait, Minas Prime has nipples? Weezer Prime.
Mr. Beast! The sandening.
This is more sandy than the time I went to the desert.
That's more crazy than the time that I was an Ultra Kill. Whoa, what the fu- Hi, Kitter! What the fuck are you- Why is there a comically large Kitter following me now?
What? What?
There's a comically large Kitter following me around now.
What the fuck? What is that?
It's Kitter.
Oh, it's not hostile. That's just the Ultra Kill equivalent of R from Gun 47.
Kitter, come on! Come on, Kitter!
Come on, Kitter! Come on, Kitter.
I don't think Kitter can make it through the door. Fuck. Oh well.
It's like one of those.
We tried.
You tried, Kitter. So long.
Whew. Who could possibly still be alive? What? Bro was just hanging out there, alright. Fine, I'll do the full fight against the insurrectionists purely because I need to... God damn it, I didn't get that. I didn't get the level up. Fuck! Alright. What is... Where did I get pinged? Sir.
Yeah? Okay. You should, Weezer, now.
You should Weezer yourself now. Alright. Quickly take care of that. What the fuck? Ugh.
Hey, Santi, that's good news. Soon I might be getting prescribed better medication, so I might be able to, act pretty normal during the evenings.
Our waiting puzzle is...
Anyway, so, funny man.
What's this YouTube again?
4 auto.
Yeah.
Fuck! Fuck!
Full auto. 4 auto. Magic of the druids, I increase my speed.
Isn't this like one of the hardest bosses?
Full auto.
What? No. He's just the one with the most health, I think.
Full auto.
Oh, okay.
4 auto.
Just fucking hit him. He's so full auto. Wasn't Vinny Vine Sauce in like one of the coffins?
Markiplier is in one of them, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Let's see here. I'll increase my stamina regeneration, why not?
Ultra kill, but you're gambling.
That's basically what this mod is. Not quite what I wanted to do, but that works. Blue!
Have you tried killing yourself?
What the fuck?
I'm joking. Come back for more great advice. I'm not dead. Or Kenji is now. Who knows?
Invasion V. Aren't I about to fight V2? Fine.
B2's just like looking at his watch. He's just like, where the fuck is he?
Is there the possibility of me fighting 2 V2s? I don't fucking know.
Hope not. Did I tell you about just transcripting every day until that's the what comes out?
Holy shit! Gotcha, bitch!
Did you see the new season of Beastars is out?
No, never even heard of that happening. Reconstruct what? There is nothing left. Yeah, exactly. I'll just take that one, but I think I'll probably just stop it off right here. That was actually... I'll probably try to do, like, a full-on playthrough after I've tweaked some of the settings. But I just kind of want to fuck around with it on stream. This is actually pretty fucking good. That's a pretty good mod.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But
Right.
anyways, with that out of the way, thank you guys so much for dropping by. Thank you to my wonderful guests here for enhancing the experience as always, and I'll see you guys whenever I see you. Take care, everybody.
Bye.